Hello all and welcome in. I'm going to start this stream with something that's a bit unprecedented for me. I'm going to put down all of my walls, all of my barriers, all of my irony that I use to shield myself on the internet. I'm going to speak from the heart for 1 second. Now the thing is, if anybody makes fun of me, it's all coming back up and it's the last time I'll ever be real. No, so okay, in seriousness, I am really genuinely sorry that this series has been such an inconsistent one, where I take weeks in between, where I take so long between each one. I started it before going to Japan, brain dead idea. Obviously I was gonna miss some from that. Then afterwards it's been the holiday season, so my weekends have been completely jam-packed and it's been very hard for me to find time to stream. But I do want, because I say I'm only going to do this on Saturday, but if I'm only going to do it on Saturday and then I'm going to miss every Saturday, I might as well say I'm not doing it. So I am sorry that it's been that inconsistent. I would like going forward to try and keep it more consistent, but the end of the year is a very, very hectic time for me that I wasn't aware was going to be this hectic. And so I'm sorry that I've missed so many. I'll try to keep it consistent as I can. I've been trying the past couple weekends. We see how that's worked out. Yeah, well, you know, there's also some behind the scenes family drama that I don't want to get into. It's not like, oh, he said, she said stuff. It's like life threatening stuff, which has kind of been hard on the motivation. So hopefully everything turns out well there. I don't want to go into too many details about it because what good could putting those details out into the universe do? You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with this one. I'm excited to play more. Absolutely. I don't want anybody thinking, oh, he hates the game. He hates it. I do really like the game. It's just very hard for me to find time because I've also got to move in the PlayStation and set it all up. So it's like 30-40 minutes of prep time before I can even go live, which can be very hard for me to find anyways. So that is my true, honest, my heart bared to you, my heart pulled apart, ripped open for you to see. Boy kissing stream when? What a great segue. Hey everybody, welcome to Salt and Slice's first boy kissing stream. Holy shit, have you actually developed a motorized vehicle that uses 2 wheels? Because what a segue. Hello, and welcome in everybody. Now that all the sappy stuff is out of the way on the start of the stream, we're able to actually play the video game. The thing that ideally people are here for. Or me. I'll take either at this point. But you know, I thank you guys for reassuring that it's all good. I had assumed it was the case, but I wanted it on recording because I felt bad. Then that's, some people would call it selfish. Correct. Okay, where were we? Build strength for the Sanctus announcement. Yes, so what we had just done is we had just come back from a night on the town, but not the fun kind. It was, we fought, I probably can't even leave today. I can leave today. So do I remember 100% what we did last? I guess not. I remember that I killed a dungeon and that was that. Play Rocket League. I would sooner probably saw off my balls one by one, but I appreciate the offer. I'm more familiar with you, so feel free to ask me for anything. I've been here before. I'm not just acting like it. I've been here before at nighttime. Why is she giving me a warning? It could be dangerous, unless I get mugged tonight. So, okay, then saw off your balls, sir. That'll be the next stream. All right. I'm saying I'm doing that before I do a Rocket League stream. So, not so bad. I'm angry at you and I'm disappointed. All right, well, I'm happy we at least have the differing viewpoints. It really does bring about the conversation.
Hey, listen.
So I believe right now we're just kind of looking at what we can do to up our standing with everybody, get our personal social stats up, or Modern Warfare 3. I'm more likely to play Black Ops 6, seeing as that's, hold on. Yeah, there it is. It's just waiting for me. I saw you played Zenless recently. We don't have to get into all that necessarily. I don't have Black Ops 6. I'm not gonna play one of the CODs where people rat into the back of your computer. Unless you're talking about the new Modern Warfare 3. I have no clue if they're on that now. What is this?
I love it.
Did I not save last stream? Because why is it being like, hey, there's something here?
How did I?
I, it,
All right then.
Yeah, because very clearly there's a yellow waypoint precisely here on the map. Maybe if I try to leave, we'll be able to see what it is, because I definitely finished what's out here. It's dangerous. Let's use our brains and stay inside the city walls. I don't think that you have my best interest in mind, because if I want to go out into the wasteland and get myself killed, that's my prerogative, not yours. That's it. New Modern Warfare 3. I'm cursing you with a 4-hour stream of the coffin of Andy and so I know nothing about that game other than people said it's the incest game, which then prompted one of two things from people on the internet. People either going based, it's the incest game, or people going it's cringe because it's incest. Which side are you on? Look, I'm sure there's a story there.
What is it?
There's a reason I've really never looked into it. I've just, you can't just label something as the incest game and expect me to be like, I'm very interested. It is incest, yes. Well, I know that's part of it, right? But you can't just write a story about incest. Well, I guess you can. You can go on AO3 and find 30 of those. But aside from that, also, we're just surfing around at night. Yes. Let's find something to actually do. I wonder if we can learn from that one person who I gave money to, who said they'd like improve my kindness. Because we formed our bond with her earlier today. I believe that's where we left off. Is we formed a social... Yeah, because we got the merchant. The entire story, to sum it up, is them screwing and eating people. But like, okay, so what, then where are the defenders even coming from? Because no offense, it's like not a very compelling story. Unless you dumbed it down to the point of just those two ones. In which case, all right, understandable. There is no stories like Hasbin Hotel where saying sexual things every 30 seconds equals funny. I thought it was supposed to be a horror game, not a comedy. I mean, granted, I, yet again, have not looked into it at all. So take that with whatever kind of grains you would like. By the way, we are able to go hang out with the kindness vendor over here. Let's stop just wasting time and actually spend some time doing something. You might be what I'm looking for. I think Tinkerbell needs a gun. If we could get Gallica fucking strapped, I think that this would work way better.
All right, then.
I think we can also work at the inn and improve our kindness, which is likely better. Wait, Doki Doki Literature Club? The issue with Doki Doki is I've already seen it. Have I played it myself? No, but I've seen it. So my tolerance could improve. Let's do it. I appreciate it. Now let's get into the kitchen, shall we? Me after cooking roast beef. Wait a minute, I do like people who are different than me. Your tolerance has improved. The lead lady is a goth woman, so you know Gooners unite. That's true. Okay, the next thing we need to prepare is the cockatoo woolly cloud omelet. The eggs in this dish are supposed to have a fluffy look and texture. How do we do that? Well, it's definitely not don't whisk it. Don't you cook on low heat and keep moving it until it cooks up? You can't ask a streamer how to do anything like this, man. I DoorDash 7 times a week. Furry wolf? Which one is it? What are we talking about? Did I miss something? It's very possible. Unless you're just talking about your Smash Bros, man. We'll cook it on low heat. We need to cook it over low heat. So we let the residual heat slowly finish. God, it's time to say it started. Gallic and I poured our hearts into preparation. The technique using low heat allowed the eggs to develop a soft and airy texture. Well, it's not whipped.
Nice job.
Wolf down the whole plate. You're surprisingly good at this. Looks like I did a good job.
All right.
They said airy, but sure. AO3 stream when? Do you want me to just popcorn read the most disgusting fan fiction of all time? I'm not above doing it, by the way.
Time marches on.
His urethra opened, allowing her into his... I'm sorry, that's on me. That's on me. Okay.
Hey.
So I think we've just got plenty of time to do whatever we want. Yes, the innkeeper. Oh yeah, I fuck with Fabian very heavily. Oh, you're gay? Which one's she? Oh yeah. His glowing blue pearls. Man, didn't I automatically think you were gay? You're a Salted Slices viewer. I'm the only straight guy here. We have to have one token, okay? And you're the one filling the role. I'm sorry. That way, if we ever want to make a joke about straight people, I can be like, Eldon knows. Unfortunately, it's like, what joke can you make about straight people? Oh man, those guys who love their wives. Eldon would know. Eldon would know this. I'm just becoming negligent. even with all that's happened, they still won't dispatch soldiers. It's because Luis has them wrapped around his finger, very clearly. Since all this began, the army has lacked in manpower, and the recent turmoil has only exacerbated their troubles. So if someone doesn't take it out, there'll be more casualties. Damn it. I heard the recruitment center is looking for help, so why don't we stop by there later? That's true. Oh, that's why we were able to leave, because we had a special monster that we're supposed to slay for the recruitment center. That's what I was thinking of.
Well then.
I would know that. He's straight spitting. I love women. See, like, look at this guy. We honestly, in this stream, we should flip the stigma and be like, wait, you're gay? Don't you know what, you're straight? Don't you know what the Bible says? Bro, thou shall lay with another man. That's the first line. Why do some people think gay people are bad? That's a whole can of worms. That's like a crazy thing to ask me. I wouldn't, that's from YouTube chat, by the way. It's an insane. Do you want me to like disassemble society in front of you? I probably couldn't answer it. If you want my honest take, the people who are really up in arms about gay people probably like are upset that they wanted cock but got made fun of for it. All right, that's my real take. So we have Stroll we can hang out with. We can also check what's outside of the city. They're just funky. By funky, do you mean like they're really good at dancing? You have to say yes. But if you really want to go, can I check the map? Are we able to see what we had going on out here? None of those would help. Let's go to the recruitment center and see what it is. Because they definitely said something about like, can you slay this thing? But I don't remember 100% what it is.
Close your eyes. What can I do?
Nah, straight people are funky. Funky in which way? Good at dancing? Because if so, it depends on if. All right, I'm not gonna finish this joke. I realized there was no winning for this one, so I'm just gonna back out on frame one.
There's a chef.
Interesting. I gained trust due to my wisdom, and now I can purchase. Okay, so now we're able to purify things, which means these might actually be goated now. So purify your equipment, and then it turns into reduces the damage from being hit by your weakness. Whoa, the defense jump is stupid high. We gotta have to. This one, increase light attack strength. If we were using a healer, I'd do it. Unfortunately, we're not right now. Increases damage against demi-human type monsters. This would have been a great one. I understand game design. You're supposed to go into the church and get this before you do the quest that I just did. Automatically increases defense at the start of combat. You have me sold. 100% we take this one. Okay. Then you just increase light attack. It's worth running if we're running a healer, but right now we want. If I say something, someone is getting mad and I shan't follow up on my joke. Which just more like, I also thought about it and realized the joke's not even that funny. So, and I laugh at everything. I laugh at, well, this is common to laugh at. I was gonna say at videos of people falling over, but that's just like, you know, that's what our society is built upon. They had an entire show called America's Funniest Home Videos that was just an excuse to watch people push kids down the stairs, which is awesome. Okay, we can probably just chill with Stroll today. Ah, it's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. Why? So I'm in a bit of a bind. This regards Lord Hydrant, the owner. Yeah, I remember him. Rumors say he's clever and not in a good way. I'm lost about how to approach him. I'll go with you.
Thanks
yeah, man. I'm historically so good at diffusing conflicts. For sure. Hey, you're putting your eggs in the right basket this time, Stroll. Yo, we're about to make it so much worse. I love churches. Hot take. We should be burning them. No pun intended. Can you say in Minecraft so that way nobody thinks it's like a hate crime? Shouldn't have burnt down witches then. Very true. Very true. That's honestly, I mean, I'd like to think if I was at the Salem witch trial, we'd stop stuff. But what about femboys? I think I'm way too brain rotted. I don't even know what that's in regard to. I think that's just like you wanted to get something out there. Right on cue. All right. Oh. I won't. I didn't know that they put Mr. Popo in this game. Guys, it was, hold on, it was a different time. We have to, you know, it feels wrong that they look like Mr. Popo, but I'm done. Look, at least they don't have the outlined lips. All right. So at the very, if Dragon Ball did it, Metaphor's allowed to. That's all I'll say. We can move on from there. I just was not ready for him to appear as this. It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydron. But how do you know about me? Nary a soul in the kingdom hasn't heard of the, at least rumors of Helia's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray. No, I came to see you, actually. I understand full well that this request may seem unreasonable, but
Truth is,
I've come to beg to use some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Helia reside here, sleeping on the streets. Without roofs over their heads, they barely scrape by. And so I implore you, please considering offering your support to these fine people. I'm not gonna, look, current events and all that, right? But something happened to a CEO in New York when he denied care to people. So, Lord Hydron, I'd really just kind of keep it in mind. So yeah, let humans go extinct. You know what? I'll just let the genocide in my Twitch chat continue. Fucking nature, not gay. I love putting out cigarette butts on turtles and drinking gasoline. Have you considered buying a 200 pack of like silly straws and just putting them in the ocean? That way the turtles can also drink well, by the way. That's the reason we're doing it.
no.
Are you implying I should do this as some manner of charity? Am I to be compensated in any way? Odd that you would petition on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they're still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's honest to bear? Brother, my sword plunging into your chest is about to be your honest to bear. What are you gonna do then? That's gonna be your honest. They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for their lack of means?
Yes.
So fate was cruel to them and they could not rise above it. Should they not hold themselves to higher standards? I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Kill him. Kill him. I'm done negotiating. We have swords on us. That's crazy. You look mighty unarmed to be saying that, man. Okay. Besides, what of your own circumstances? With your parents and land gone, you have little else to anchor you. Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask your aid. What about your people? I do like both of these are lame ass choices. The chat is going in so many directions. I've looked over and honestly, you've put me on season 8 of Game of Thrones and I haven't seen season 1. So I'm just gonna let it go wherever it may. At this point, it's evolving on its own and it would be improper of me to stop evolution in progress. But my two options are you giving up or what about your people? Both of those suck ass as choices. They're both really bad. What about your people? What about everyone from back home?
Obviously.
Don't worry, I won't abandon my people. Incidentally, don't I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. But before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people. No matter your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good lad, I'm sure I must come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relatives, you were left to the harsh truths of the royal capital too young. It's a pity. You have terrible phrasing.
Hang on.
You should choose your words more carefully.
Stop.
Let's he's like, no, don't make fun of him. Meanwhile, he's over here. Ooh, he's going crazy. Are humans dead in this game? Humans aren't dead in this game. Humans are mutated into giant demons, but people in this world just call them humans, so we don't really know what's going on with that. Salted, opinion on YouTube chat, are they funnier? I think YouTube chat is chiller, if that makes sense. Most people on YouTube don't type as much, with a couple exceptions, but normally if I'm sitting around 4 or 5 average viewers on YouTube, the chat will move slower than if I have 1 or 2 viewers on Twitch, because Twitch is more built around the idea of chatting. So for the idea of which one's funnier, most likely it's gonna go to Twitch chat, but it's because if you cast a wider net, you're probably gonna catch a couple more fish. As he's talking about politics in the Salt and Slices stream, I'm chopping your balls off. I think that that's really fair. Chiller just means they're unfunny. No, I think it means they like to lie back. That's more what it means. Stop being nicer. All right, well, if you want to fight this civil war, I'll leave it up to you. Never mind. We have Nuclear Warhead in the YouTube chat is making a strong case for the fact that they can type. Okay. So, Stroll enjoyed us sticking up for him, even though we got to say what he couldn't, because we're just a commoner riffraff anyways, so he already hated us to begin with. I'm so sorry, Rangif, I wasn't able to persuade Lord Hydron to offer assistance. It wasn't the most convincing performance of all time. You said like 3 words. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility, and that I couldn't abide. Please don't apologize. That you went to such efforts is more than we could ask.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on rebuilding your great house. He's not going to be a cop, man. He's not going to become some kind of prince. He doesn't want to.
Yes.
Don't have balls, y'all? You can get them. Probably. I mean, like, I don't know where they sell them. I've never had to go shopping, but they do have silicone ones, I imagine. I'd heard you've been living off the generosity of the noble families who respected your lord parents. To be brought so low can't have been easy for you. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should...
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, but did you say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention. So you're unaware of it. I suspected as much given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separate from the estate. Of this I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there were any clues left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia. Let's go investigate. Sounds like an investigation zone, perhaps. Though I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey, sorry.
Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own. All right? I'll not burden you. No. We do this together.
No.
No, we'll do this together. Your shaft in my hand, my shaft in your hand. But I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble.
Thank you.
But listen, thank you for today. I would have lost it if you hadn't kept me calm there. What do we... If I hadn't kept you calm... Brother, I turned around and I said, and another thing, bum-ass lord. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head on. Might I ask for your help yet again? I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side. You sound like you're in Hufflepuff. That's a compliment. The only thing that I know about Harry Potter is that being in Hufflepuff is not a compliment. It's like the only thing I know. Proud noble, Stroll, keeper and inheritor of the warrior's virtues. Through thy bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny. So yeah, I believe rank 3 does unlock us the next version of the warrior. Can now study the sword master arcana, which is the next step up from warrior. But I believe we need to be level 20 on warrior to turn into sword master, and nobody is in that one. Wow, I'm really getting shit on today. I'm a Hufflepuff. Look, I said the only thing I know about Harry Potter. I'm sure there are some lovely people out there who are Hufflepuff. I took the what house are you quiz one time when I was a kid. Well, I guess I took it multiple times. Because what I did is I took it, and then the first time I got Hufflepuff, but then all of my friends said that they were Ravenclaw and that Ravenclaw was the cool one, so I retook it and got Ravenclaw so I could show up the next day at school and be like, guys, look, I'm Ravenclaw too. Meanwhile, my ass was a Hufflepuff. I'm in hiding. I'm in the witness protection program. They'd be so proud of how wise beyond your years you've become, your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I'm not worthy to share mention of my father, but whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray, await my return. You know, Stroll kind of mogs us when we're just standing there, because he is so much taller than us. It's not even remotely close. I'm a Ravenclaw. This guy didn't have to retake the test 30 times. I'm a Raven guy, IDK. I took the quiz. I got that on a test a friend sent me. I called them a freak at first, but they clocked me with the description of Ravenclaw. That's... I mean, honestly, the fact that I've also been told that's such a Hufflepuff thing to do, maybe they clock more than I realize. Maybe this shit is like zodiac signs plus 10. Have you played Hogwarts Legacy? Are you asking me if I paid $60 to play a Hogwarts game when I don't really know much about Harry Potter? The answer is no.
Say there.
There wasn't even People were like, wow, what an ally boycotting the game. Meanwhile, my ass was just like, I don't really think it looks interesting.
All right, then.
But then I was awesome because I got like free points with people who were like, wow, that's so cool that you, someone who loves games, would in solidarity not play it. I'm like, thanks. I didn't want to spend $60 on it. That was pretty much the entire reasoning, but I'm really happy that we've come to this conclusion together. So I think we got Stroll on Merchant right now. God, the Merchant's fucking awesome. Right now, he only has Gold Attack, which costs $500 to use. What should we get with it? Increases crit hit by... No, we don't really want crit, do we? Halves damage taken one... No. We're not using a strike one, and it's not physical, so honestly... We probably just spend 5,000 mag on getting Diligent Disciple because getting more crits does seem pretty sick. Do I know? Wait, hold on. Salto, don't you work from... Bro, politics aside, the game sucks ass. I haven't heard much about it at all, aside from all of the discourse when it was first releasing, and the fact that to me personally, it didn't look like my kind of game. So I just didn't... I mean, like, I'm a Skyrim hater, so like... Yes, I do work from home. It's on sale for like 2 yen 95% of the time. I wonder what that means. I don't know how she likes it so much either. For what? For yeah, no, it just doesn't look interesting to me for Hogwarts Legacy. But you know, Merchant is by far my favorite looking Arcana. This guy is awesome. This guy is my favorite. There's no one else even comes close. Maybe Brawler comes a little close. So what should our team be right now? Right now we're double Warrior Merchant. It's not bad. What if... Okay, Hulkenberg will probably go back to being a knight if I had to guess. She might... Nah, I like her on knight a lot. And I don't really need her learning any other skills right now that I can see. I don't know. Little Big Planet is better though. I mean, you could say that for like most games you could think of. And I would completely agree with you. Now, if I open up this, now there's something at the St. Firmus. Oh my God, wait. Guys, I'm really, really stupid. I'm so dumb. The yellow marker is an indicator of where I can teleport to. It was not a waypoint trying to tell me that I should go somewhere. That's one of the most embarrassing moments I probably could have. Wow. I honestly, it's a shock I was able to make it through the Cuphead tutorial. Like you place bricks when you're actually just using Discord to talk to other nerds. Look, people will make fun of my job and say that it's so easy to be a website developer. You try changing the font on a website. It is as easy as it sounds. What's that? You just got off a 13-hour shift at the ball crushing factory where your employer yelled at you so much that you started crying and breaking down on the job and had to hide in the closet. That's cute, buddy. I had to change the hex code of a button so that it would be a different color to make a client happy. All right, so which one of us are really putting in the work? I mean, honestly, if you want to know the sad truth, even though I'm the primary developer, like I'm the lead dev at our company, I have no clue how much we charge for a website because I'm not the person who sells anything. I just get told, make this, it's billable, and I go, hell yeah, it is. So then I put in work. Actually, when something's billable, you do the tech that every job does, especially if you work for like the government as your employer, which is you work about 10% slower because look, they're billing by the hour. So have you heard of the Mustari tribe? The Mustari tribe. Of course, no, it's understandable. We rarely make ourselves known to the public. So then, any interest in our history? I feel like this is probably going to be a bigger boost to our tolerance because it feels like a one-time thing, whereas cooking at the inn is always going to be there. Plus, this gives us a little bit of lore. Our tribe is called the Mustari. Perhaps the most obvious part of our culture is that we wear masks, just like the one I have on right now. That is a box. I didn't want to break it to you. That's like a milk crate, actually. The next thing you'll notice is we all have 3 eyes. Won't notice that. It's in a box. What? 3 eyes, and that goes for every Mustari? What's it like to see for you all? It's just kind of crazy for a flying 3-inch large thing to be like, wow, you guys are weird. Our third eye cannot see things. We almost see the world exactly as you do. However, the Mustari faith is vastly different from that of other tribes. We have our own unique faith, different from the state religion Sanctism. Is it restricted to the Mustari tribe? Do only Mustari practice this belief? That's correct. Normally, we cannot reveal our teaching to other tribes. Sanctism is a belief open to all. Perhaps that is why, at times, politics get involved and distort its doctrine. For reason, are you trying to say, Mr. Masked Man, that there should be a separation between church and state? Just gonna let that one linger. I think you can make your own joke that works really well. I've already made it there, so sorry I made a constant lapse in my judgment. Now you're Jake Paul. It was Logan Paul who filmed the dead body. But I get where you're coming from, and I would never forget that because, I mean, come on, man. He's like, hey, I'm trying to make a lunch leaf for the kids. Brother, you filmed the man hanging like he was a piñata. Like, this is not like the best solution, but I'm guessing it's complicated. Some try to spread our teachings outside the island, but things quickly grow complex and one must tread carefully. Other tribes have a tendency to jump to conclusions. That is why Sanctism has gathered many believers. And now we are scorned as the masked tribe. That is who we are, forever etched in our history. Want to see my homemade pudding? That's cum.
All right.
Clocked your ass from a mile away. That's called cum. I know what homemade pudding looks like.
To hear
That's cum. Maybe we're telling you more. Next time I'll tell you about our basic doctrine if the chance comes. I actually feel like there's a good reason to listen to this guy out because he's advancing a story while giving us tolerance. And we might get a reward for listening to it. Do I only listen and hear other people out based off the reward they provide to me? We're about to land on the next day to see what's happening. So she is not ready to advance any kind of bond. If Stroll's not ready to advance any bond, we might be able to just take some jobs at the bounty hunter board and go out and see what we can do there. I mean, I'm also able to see what other people did today. Went into Tradia Desert, went into the went into Belego, spent time with Stroll. Okay. Tell Twitch I'm sorry for fumbling so bad. All right, well, we'll see if they do. Bro, what? I just want to show off my chocolate pudding. Okay, if it's chocolate, never mind. Well, that could be shit. But like, look, that one, yeah. I will say I've been making 0 sugar Jello recently. You can talk about how, oh, it's probably got forever chemicals that are gonna kill you because it's using nothing but artificial sweeteners and all that kind of stuff. Even if you're right, I'm gonna keep eating it. Anyways, talk about a delectable little snack because I love my sweet treats, but the issue is they normally have a lot of calories. So what have I been doing? Look, I've been doing the white person tech of making like a Jello salad using 0 sugar Cool Whip. And you can say that 0 sugar Cool Whip isn't low calorie. I'm aware, but it's still lower calorie than the other one and also way less sugar than I'm intaking. So I'll still count it as a victory for me. That's been my go-to snack recently. Also, it's so insanely easy to make Jello, but I feel like such a god when I make it. Hey, want to see the bounties? All right, bounty targets. I need to slay the man-eater. Sure. 10,000 Reeve just to defeat this monster? Guess they must really be struggling. This one caught your attention? It's a request to slay a man-eater manhula that's said to appear south. Even though it has run of the desert, it usually hides in its entourage of wild dogs. Take out enough wild dogs and it'll show itself eventually. The military is short-handed, so this one's been difficult to handle. Yeah, I'll do it. Do I have a deadline? You're brave for someone so young. Okay, it's all yours. The large gate, yeah, no, I got it. Beasts aren't your only concern. You'll run into a swarm of sandworms if you're unlucky. As for the details, we're too understaffed to give you too much. So go ask an informant. I can completely understand why nobody has killed this one yet. I don't think it's your lack of a reward. I think it's that when people say, hey, I want to do this, you go, all right, sick. By the way, you're on your fucking own. Best of luck. Check Discord. But also my cat, I sent in bulk just for you. All right. Well, hold on. Now I gotta check it. I've been summoned forth like I'm Shenron right now. Let me go there. Discord. Open Discord. Why do you use it on browser? Because, look, I don't like having Discord open in the background. This is your chance to ping me with things unmentionable. Okay. You were in the top 0.1% of Salted Slices fans. Holy shit. Sorry, I just saw that one. That's so damn. That's so like heartwarming. What the hell? That chocolate pudding does look delectable. Also, that cat looks like one that my dad had when he was a kid, like almost identical. Except for the fact that, well, I could probably recheck. They're very cute, by the way. I suppose that's the first thing I should say before trying to profile them. It's Asian, so I don't think it's something else. When I say it's milk pudding cut into cubes. Oh, I have seen that. I've heard tale. Do you think we'll be able to hang out with Brigitte? Don't you have an item that needs appraising? You can do it here. I believe we do have items. I hear a voice. Those who see duty through its to completion should be fairly compensated. This store's wares are yours to peruse from now on. Thanks to the proof of membership, I can now make use of its services. Yep. Maybe you shouldn't have a like racist thing, but that's also cool. Like just having an openly racist shop. I don't know if I'd do that necessarily, but utilizing techniques gleaned from igniter production. This staff amplifies the power of ice. That's not bad at all. That's just a normal generic. Okay, those are both just stat sticks. Got it. So what do you sell? 50,000 for each of them. Frankly, I think that you are a scam artist, but thank you so much.
Now then.
I'm happy. By the way, now you can shop here. It'll cost both of your kidneys for any one item that we sell there. So it's best deep fried. Brother, what is it? All right. It's just the way of the world, man. Okay, I mean, like, look, what the hell? Why did we give the giant airship?
Lovely.
Why'd we give it feet? Oh, I get it's the gauntlet runner. I guess it does actually run like that. All right, never mind. Fair enough.
Hey.
All right, I want to go to the desert. Wouldn't it be better to buy some information first? You know what? That's completely like a very fair point, because we should probably change up and retool our team. I'm running double warrior merchant. It is not the best team of all time. I'll give it that. It does have a couple glaring weaknesses. Can you name some? Pretty much everything. We don't have any heal. I don't know how good our damage will be. It's mainly the lack of heal that I think it would really be killer. Are you where I'm looking for? No, you're Gloam Hall. And I'm not here to figure out what that means. It's down here. Hopefully we can just buy from the informant. Oh, hey, Joel. What's good, man? Good for him. Smells like handsome salty rat in here. Reese, what's cooking? Oh, shit. What's good, derp?
Fancy a bit of...
Do I have any mods who can shout them out, or do I have to like tab over and do this myself? This should be, by the way, what I'm looking for. Oh, wait, derp's a mod. Derp. With the power vested by me, type your own name. You're welcome. Hey, don't say I never did anything. I don't know if mods are able. Oh shit, it worked. You've surely heard of that stretch of desert to the south of here. That's Tradia Desert. It lies beyond the large gate. Most travelers and cargo arrive at Grand Trad after making their way through that desert. Consequently, there's no shortage of people who have been attacked while traveling through it. They're harassed on the journey by swarms of Valmo, giant monstrous birds. The threats are too numerous to name, but the worst is the man-eater Manhula. Word is not only does it breathe burn like fire, it also spreads a foul poison. If you fight it, you should be wary of its howl. In addition to being resistant to the heat, fire magic is ineffective against it. Conversely, it's quite susceptible to cold, meaning ice magic is effective against it. You'd best remember that and prepare accordingly. That's about all I know. All right. So we're using ice magic. That means that main character... Fuck. Okay. We don't have any supporters that we can hang out with anyways. Good thing that I checked that. It was completely on accident, but good thing that I checked that. I want to say, Salted, you're competing with someone every day. Who am I competing with? I didn't realize we were in a competition. I will win, but like... Could you let me know who it is? Okay. So here we don't need this one. We'd probably, if we're going to be getting status ailmented up, we should probably have Patra at the ready. What else am I thinking of? There's a world where you turn her into a healer and give her Patra before we get to fighting. I think that that's the world in which we live too. Stroll would be our tank in that situation. Okay, so I think that you might want to make her turn back to Knight just so she's on what she's most comfortable with. even though technically the detail or the stuff looks a little bit worse. Now, what else do I do? Heat up increases physical skill damage. Well, we don't really, never mind. We don't really use physical skills on her. Honestly, we just keep it as it is for now. I think it was, oh no, yeah, we have weak recovery for all on her. That should be okay. And then strolls on merchant. Now you might say having stroll on merchant seems like not a great idea. Cheap viewers and followers. Wait, Nightbot, why'd you, hey.
What is it?
What the hell? You should have let him through. What if I wanted cheap viewers and or things purchased, which probably is a phishing link, and the second I click it, oops, there goes your IP address. But still, you're competing with someone that's almost exactly like you but British and can draw 10 times better than you. You don't know how well I can draw off of Microsoft Paint, okay? You can't only take my mouse drawings in Paint.
All right then.
Okay. I want to thug it out because I'm built like that. I wish it was cold in my room. Every room I walk into turns into a sauna because of how hot I am. Wait, no, sorry, there's another reason. It's cheap and 100% safe. 2 people are vouching for it. At that point, I might as well. I could send you one of their YouTube thumbnails right now.
Hey, listen.
I mean, like, I will not be pit against my fellow man. I'm above conflict. By which I mean, if I'm presented with conflict, I turn into a pussy and walk away and let the other person have whatever they want. So, those two are very similar to me. Okay. I'm chronically cold all of the time. Must be nice, man. It's the iron deficiency. All right, you know what? I'm gonna shut the fuck up. It was like earlier today, I had a friend who was saying, oh, you remember that guy who we met in elementary school? I played baseball with him and he was never that good at running. And I was like, yeah, man, he broke his leg and it never healed right. It's kind of like that. Because afterwards he really got quiet real quick because I don't think he knew this.
Yep.
Okay. But damn, that one really takes the wind out of your sails. Ooh, now we are in the Dead Sea right now. Okay. Hulkenberg and more. I mean, wait, what the fuck?
Got it.
Why am I mana deficient? Look at my mana. Look at my mana, dog. I'm going to jail. Wait, what the fuck? I'm already lacking mana and we haven't even started the fight yet. Okay. So what are we gonna do? This is cast Rakuja at the start of battle. Rakuja is, of course, automatically increases defense at the start of combat. Now, that's not a bad thing. And in fact, it's actually better on me than it would be on Hulkenberg, even though you might think that it would be better on her. The fact is she already does that one. Okay, good. You guys are being cordial in chat. Sometimes I'm not sure, okay? No, Stroll, well, Stroll doesn't need it anymore because he's doing almighty damage, which means he's chilling. You can instead just have like the purity gloves, which are strength and magic a little bit. Foreman's jacket versus Damascus vest. Honestly, wait, hold on. I don't want the Damascus vest on me. I would rather have the Exorcist cloak because magic +3 is fucking awesome. Then you can have the Damascus vest because you're our tank. Silver versus this one. You want to know what I want to do? Hold on.
Yeah, but
We haven't done anything. Should we return? Never mind. This would just eat up my entire day. Should have purified the other one. 100%. Because then Hulkenberg would have a better weapon. I didn't know how the team was going to shake out. All right. I didn't know this was going to be how it ended up. I could swap these two if we want to get frisky and funky to let them learn different skills for each other.
let's go.
The way I view it, we can always go far more to get leveled on the other one. So for now, I might as well just rock with what they got. And holy shit, I'm sending you via DM because I want to see you react to this. Okay. But also, enjoy your art, derp. Let me go open up Discord and see their thumbnail. Watch this be somebody that I completely know as a streamer. No, I don't really know many. All right. Oh, wait. Hold on. I've been added in my own server. What happened? That isn't Noida. That's the bazaar. It was Noida. It was Noida for a bit. I never even checked that. I'm so good at checking my Discord. You should have permissions to DM me. I think I let anyone DM me. If not, just add me as a friend. I know, parasocial streamer. Wow, wow. Did it approach because it sensed us? Looks like it checked up on us, then ran back. Let's focus on the smaller curs. It can't ignore us forever, so you aim to lure it out. As good a plan as any, so let's be about it. Now we get to see what the merchant does, which is what I'm very excited for. Hold on, there has been a message sent to my channel, I think. No, never mind, it's a member log thing. Okay. Some bounties require a number of enemies to be killed before you can fight the main target. Once you've defeated the required number of enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you're prepared for it when the real battle begins. So, how do I check? God damn, there really is nothing going on out here. Okay, whoa! Oh, never mind. They are no longer a danger to us. It's because when we used to be out here, they were. You guys are nothing. Oh man, actually just falling over like that. So you are supposed to be like the hard fight out here, and I can just do that. You used to be a hard fight. That's so sad for you. That's actually so tragic. You used to be on top of the world, on top of your game. Remember what our dodge roll button is, and then we can also go check what else we have over here. What the fuck is that thing? Oh, it's just a sandworm. Okay, fucked up that you would pop up like that. Hold on. Okay. I know I was just using the attack button. For some reason, when he popped up on top of me, I was like, I've never played this game in my life. I don't know what the attack button is anymore. I wonder if that's an effect of getting old. No, surely not. I'm still young and spry and in my youth.
Found something.
Amazing.
I haven't sent you yet? Okay. Okay. Well, then in that case, I'm closing out of Discord so that way it doesn't ping me. Goodbye, see you. Goodbye. Thank you for hanging out. Okay, Cloud Corvo down. So over here, we should be able to. Now, the only issue I have is we haven't been able to learn what the fuck our ability does. And it makes me honest. Hold on.
What now?
There's a way to do this. Take me. Put me on Knight.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
Yeah. 900 mag, learn it. Done.
Counting.
So now we have Knight available on main character. Why are we changing it up? These enemies are so weak that it feels wrong for me to not work on leveling another one when they're this weak. So we're not going to be switching over yet. Why? Because we'll just have me sit on, I don't know, fucking Seeker for now, right? That's something. So that way Hulkenberg can become our mage.
I see.
And with Hulkenberg as the mage,
All right.
we got to get her to learn Blizz, but she learns Blizz at rank 2. And the second she has Blizz, we're so fine. Just sent you the shit? All right, well, son of a bitch, I just closed it. Fine. This is how much I care. Man hits 3 buttons. I'm really falling on my sword here. Oh, damn, I do fuck with that art style. Is it supposed to be... This might sound still... Oh, actually, hold on. Unrelated non sequitur. I've heard about this game called Mouthwashing a lot. I know absolutely nothing about it. Would it be a good stream game for me to play blind? Yes or no? I mean, we've got a whole lot of this to get through first. I understand. I'm not trying to cut this one short. Far from it. But anyways, what I was gonna say is it reminds me of like Griffith / there was another character I had in mind, but now they have completely left it. Okay. / Luis is what I play Shake the Rat. It's a horror comedy. Brother, I'm shaking my rat every damn night. Sorry. Okay, put Patra on me so I can heal everybody up. Then go to my equipment for my party, Hulkenberg. It's gonna put you on the Damascus vest, and I completely disagree with that. You're gonna need this one. You've got silver gauntlets. You don't want silver gauntlets here, okay? You really don't. What you want is a silk hat to increase your magic even further. Now, me, what do I want? What kind of guy am I? We need Sentinel Graves because we actually don't up our armor at the start of combat. And you might say, I thought that that's what this class did. They do that once you're able to. We're just not able to yet. And so now we got the spear. Now let's see if these are still weak to us. They're miraculously still weak, which just goes to show I really have no reason to not just finish leveling up this class, because that first... Okay, I clearly don't understand. Don't give me a spear in real life. The enemies will be completely fine and there will be nothing to worry about. We're able to squad. Honestly, what if we do just go into combat? Because I want to kind of see what we're rocking with here. Okay, so what do you do? That's fucking awesome. And then you guys are weak to what? They're weak to ice and immune to fire. It's not great for us, I won't lie. The optics aren't there. Caustic does nothing. I wanted to see the kind of stuff we're working with here. Knight's Proclamation, I probably could, but like I also don't need to. I don't mind throwing away 1,000 gold to kill him. It's awesome. You might as well melee here because it doesn't really take much.
Okay, let's go.
What else are we gonna do? I could pass. You're not gonna hurt me because we're so nice to each other. It's 14 damage. I'm just gonna kind of mash square until it dies. I understand it's probably gonna be a bit because our attacks deal no damage. Wasting mana on Hulkenberg sounds like a horrible idea, even with his critical and doubling into, it's nothing. He doesn't realize it's absolutely nothing. Defense has returned to normal. Okay, well maybe that's why I was taking no damage, but even still. It's wild that I kill these guys in the overworld with 3 stabs of my pipe. It's appearing to me that that is not the case. Into a Feral Crush, if you must. All right, we're gonna have to use first aid a lot. That's on me. Yeah, I'll take the L on that one. I wanted to test how the team feels. How does it feel? Good, I just didn't want to waste all of my money turn 1 of doing anything, so.
We are safe for the time being.
I think that what I do here is I just kind of keep farming for now. Can you pop up? Thank you. All right. Yeah, I think we just run around, do this for a bit, level up all of our archetypes. All of your guys are weak. Yeah. Ooh, gold beetle. That's probably going to be used for something. I imagine. My archetype's abilities feel stronger. Okay, rank 2 merchant. That's big. That's big. That over there is the last thing of enemies. So what are we going to do? We're going to go to the academia and then leave the academia because that should respawn every enemy. Now, will it respawn the quest ones that we have of all the hyenas? I don't know. Sorry, what were you saying? It would appear?
Do make yourselves comfortable.
What are you... What's the one he's wanting right now? Shit, that's not the one I meant. My assignment is to learn about the gunner. Yeah, no, I'm definitely out of luck on that right now. Okay. Looks like we're fine then. I don't know why I keep hitting triangle to open a menu. I don't know what game I've been playing where that's a button. But clearly one of them. So while we're out here, let me use my skills real quick. We can heal up. Patra is all I have right now. Well, that feels a little lame. Probably what I do then is I just go in here, change out my inherited skill real quick just to medi, so I can go out, skill, heal everybody, and then we're fine. And then we'll go back in and change it again. I know. It's a lot, okay? Put on Patra because we're gonna fight someone who has burns in addition. It does respawn all. Okay. If you want my true, honest opinion, play Still Wakes the Deep instead of Mouthwashing. It's one of the best horror games of the year. I have not even heard of it. It sounds like it has, if it is related to the ocean, I might be the best person to play it because
Look.
I'm sensing something huge. It's headed right for us. Oh shit. They respawned the other enemy, so I thought it, oh, I fucked it up this time. Yikes, I fucked it up. We don't even have ice. Am I able to retreat? No.
Merchant.
Well, this one's gonna be a bit of a fun one. He's immune to fire, and it's all that it's all that I have on Hulkenberg. Really fucked that one up.
Is everyone up to safer ground?
It's every fear in one game.
Blade in hand.
They can do that. Synthesis, no synthesis available for use. It's not what I'd like to hear right now.
Wealth is its own weapon.
That's apparently they're weak. No synthesis available. Wealth is its own weapon. Feels so right to have him say it. War cry, everyone's attack and defense fell. Cheating. Stinger attack directly on me. What are you, some kind of coward?
Captain, your attacks have been weakened.
Yeah, I'm aware my attacks have been weakened. I mean, I guess what we do is we go over to, what's this one? And cures burn. Okay.
Let's try this.
Well, you can't weaken this motherfucker.
I stand ready.
Your opening, Captain.
And then we can just go into a free melee here because it's a bulk attack or a physical attack.
Stronger than a merchant.
Then we can just use gold anyways.
Stroll,
I will fight
they
with
got
pride.
you with multiple ailments.
They got you with multiple ailments. No, they did not. Yeah, like every mainstream fear. Okay.
You better be sure.
Damn, I didn't even see it when I was looking up games for... No. Raise a barrier that nullifies one elemental attack for allies and casters row. No. I think we just inflict our one-time pierce weakness.
Come on.
It's nothing crazy, but it's something. Now, I think currently nobody has a way to heal. Why? I'm not intelligent. Okay, Stroll is nearly dead. Oh, this is not good.
Stroll can't take any more.
You need to heal as many people as you possibly can. Do I have to all allies? Yes. We will heal 100 to all.
That helped.
In one pretty long or two short streams.
Captain,
No.
your
Okay.
attack has been weakened.
I know you are weak that if I would just do the other one, but I had a feeling that the crit might work.
Come on.
Knight's Proclamation, so they only hit me. Now what am I gonna
Show
do?
you what true magic is.
You might as well melee because they're weak to it, so you're gonna get an extra turn anyways. Yeah, it's only 13 damage and it might seem foolish, but look, it's something. I think we actually still win this. Poison Needle, you can't poison me. Poison Needle, I'm promising you, you cannot. All right, well, you know, broken clock. Turns out it is right, though I said that. They were really cooking when I said that. Okay, Patra here.
Is everyone all right?
What do we do here? I think that the answer is just melee. Because again, same shit.
I call upon
And then we
royal
just gold
power
attack
within.
here. We're praying for a crit. If we don't get the crit, it's still fine. Because what are we going to do instead? We're going to use an item to restore... I should only need 100 on me, honestly. I think 100 is more than enough with our allies back, or with our defenses back up. Not if you're going to hit a weak attack into triple stinger frenzying me. Okay. Damn. If this is into me, we're fucked. All right, we're fucked. That was on me, though. Oh. Oh, it's not the style of old school RPGs where your party or where your leader falling equals instant death. Wait a minute. We might be onto something here.
I stand ready.
Hey, wake up.
So there's
Still in a fight here.
two ways this goes. But I'm gonna do the safer one,
My thanks.
which is put Stroll to full HP, because Stroll should be able to kill with 2 more paying him off. Stinger Frenzy, I think that you're a coward.
Are you prepared?
Because gold attack here should be awesome, and even if it isn't, okay, yeah. I also hate like old graphic horror games because it just isn't scary. A lot of places do pixel art horror games and they're like, terrified yet? And it's like, not really. Probably seen this shit 30 times. Not really that scary. Wow, that guy was easy as hell because I royally fumbled that fight and it still worked. That this bounty had left unaddressed, the military must be truly shorthanded. True, and while I'm glad we can profit from it, this sort of thing really is their responsibility. I could not agree more. At least the threat to this area has been neutralized. Absolutely, that's enough for now. Let's go and report. Shall we return to the entrance? I want to keep exploring a bit because I'm going to get some more stuff. I think high graphics for horror games is better because the more real it is, the more scary it is. I agree. I really liked, granted, I've got another take with horror games, which is I find it impossible to be afraid in a horror game when they put a gun in my hand. I don't know what it is.
Worry about you.
I know it's like, oh, well, that's when it turns into a survival horror game.
How's that?
So I'm not saying I don't like horror games where they give you a gun, by the way. I'm just not as scared of them because, like, it's in my agency. What do they go? Oh, there's a big guy with a chainsaw who slowly walks towards me. Okay, I got a 22 caliber. Fucking. I'm not that afraid of him right now. He should be afraid of me. I've got range. He just shambles towards me at 3, frames per second. I don't really have to be afraid of that. I understand how to stop that, and it's simply don't let him hit me. Okay, there we go.
This could be our chance.
This should just be use a fire attack and he's dead, I think. But I might as well pay him off. See what he's feeling about that one. I fucking love Merchant. Forgot I was on 1 HP and just gonna guard up. You are weak to fire. Really one of your worst ideas you could have had. Wow, Mage's damage is crazy. Granted, should be crazy because mana is so limited on it, so.
I'd expect no good to get stronger.
Now we have halves damage taken when ambushed. I don't really think that changes anything. We're gonna get first aid at the next level for it. Do I think we necessarily need first aid? No, but it's nice to have it on every character as an option because it is pretty mana efficient outside of combat recovery to help just kind of make longer dungeons not drag on as much because we've got the mana to deal with them. Now I could technically die in the overworld here if I get hit by anything, but don't worry, I've got a simple plan to deal with that. I won't get hit. Like, these guys can't hit me. They don't know. Okay, that motherfucker almost hit me, I won't lie. It's because the spear is a little bit clunky to fight in the overworld with.
We've been spotted.
It actually a little bit is being too kind to it. It's very clunky to fight in the
I have
overworld
never
with.
known such heights.
Hulkenberg is now leveled up to level 19. I'm hoping I'm not over leveling the game here, but I'm just trying to level up my other archetypes and get options for people. The more options, the better. Ultimately, do I want to just play nothing but merchants? Yes, but that's... I'm being an adult and recognizing that it's probably not a good team composition.
I think we got them all.
But the idea of just dumping absolute wads of cash on the enemy is the funniest game plan you can have. Merchant has grown another level. Okay, does that give Stroll any new abilities with Merchant though? It should be Party where I can see it. Stroll, Details, Archetype. Lucky Find increases likelihood of receiving items after battle by 20%. And then next we're gonna get increases effects of consumables by 1.2. That's really good. Increases evasion against fire attacks. Steal mag from one enemy. That collection's gonna go crazy on any character. So dare I say that having the triple merchant comp might not be that bad just to get mag collection on people. I know that that sounds like I'm trolling, and I partially am because I don't think it's a good composition. But I don't think I can understate how much I like the design of merchant.
All right. How's that?
You are in great danger.
I was like, none of the other ones. Brawler, I was like, oh damn, they can have peak designs. And then I saw a merchant and he showed me what peak really meant. He's like, you actually think that's something? Let me show you what for. Might as well yoink this while we're out here. This is also why I wanted to keep running around, just in case there's some consumables around. We might as well. We've already used our time for the day, right? So like, why not? Does that unlock me first aid? No. I need one more level before I get first aid. Sorry, it's the archetype's shrinking into me looking really funny.
Just a bunch of weak ones.
Okay.
Should be fine.
All good. Mage is level 4
Feel the power
for
coursing
Hulkenberg.
through me.
I don't think that changes anything right now, but we'll take it. In fact, I don't think we get anything special for Hulkenberg's mage thing, but I might be wrong. If we were going full
Push through.
You cannot fall.
merchant,
Please heal yourself.
what would I do? What would I do? I would probably go as many
All clear.
consumable deal 100 damages as I could buy,
Just a bunch of weak ones.
because then
Should be
they
fine.
should be dealing. I mean, I don't know how the percentages would calculate, if it would just be 60% more total, because I think that each of them is like 20%. Also, I'm getting tired of them telling me to heal. I understand I'm on 1 HP. We're never going into a fight. If I die here, I deserve it.
Gotta get your health back up.
They keep telling me I gotta get my health back. They don't know I'm in my prime, all right? In Dark Souls, you don't play well until you're on your final Estus flask. That's the way it works. Because your brain knows you don't need to play well. You've got a little fallback.
Yep, we're safe.
So as long as I've got my fallback of being alive, that's all it is. Okay, open treasure chest here. We'll see what we got.
Nice.
We're so lucky.
Damascus Shamshir. A sturdy greatsword forged from desert ores. I mean, it's an okay stat stick one. Maybe we'll be able to purify it. I doubt it, but maybe.
Hey, you look worn
There's
out.
one hit there.
Better heal up.
I don't look that worn out, okay? I'm not even that run through. If you want to see someone run through, talk about chat's mother. Thank you. Hey, thank you. Let me just bow on. Yes, yeah, that was me. All me. Somehow. Off the dome. Okay, back we go. Yeah, I think we're good to just return in. Finish up the bounty. It's gonna be night soon. Should we call it a day? Let's head back to the city. Why don't we go to the city and have a nice dinner? It'll be dark before we get back, so we won't have time to do anything else anyway, but that's right. I don't think it will be dark before we get back. We're already on the outside of the city. I understand it's for game balance reasons. They don't want me doing anything at night, but still.
All right.
We've taken down Manhala that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours. 'Tis a reward in itself to know that, no, don't high road this. The money is the reward. I'm glad we were able to help people too. Slices, let's go report at the recruitment center before we forget. Borden's announcement is just around the corner. There's no point in trying to predict what he's gonna say now. It would be wise to make the most of the time we have remaining. Perhaps there are others who require our aid, or we could develop our archetypes. Well, suppose we ought to turn in for the night and finish our plates. Say we earned our rest today. Good job. I relaxed with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace. Yay!
Time marches on.
And the
It
age
sure
of
does.
the new king draws nearer.
Oh, does it now? Maybe the first time we've heard this in the game. Wait a minute. Time does march on.
Well then.
Okay.
All right then.
So, you have reportable quests. Very true. We should check. I don't think we have any extra abacus items, which sucks because I really want our merchant to have a better weapon. The starter weapon just simply isn't that good. Now, it's crazy that he was still able to be our hardest hitter by far without having a good weapon. That just goes to show how much the merchant is him. All right, fine. I've talked about it. I've talked about it enough that we should probably do it.
What now?
Go in here, merchant for you.
I see.
Because, like, think about it, right? If we have so many lucky finds,
All right.
the sheer amount of money we'll get will be
counting on
unmatched.
Of course.
It's not a good plan, sure, but damn, this is my plan. And then we can have everybody have their crit rate increased.
I see.
No, because I'll need Brawler. So should I have
Acquire
Hulkenberg
a new
become a
power.
Brawler first? I might have Hulkenberg become a
I
Brawler
see.
first.
Fascinating.
I know that
All
this
right.
is exactly pivoting away from what I just did. You just don't get it.
Counting on you.
Of course.
She's so built to punch like that. I hope the girl who gave us Brawler joins our team because I really liked her design, and I'd be very sad if she just kind of gets reduced to a side character that doesn't get to do much.
Greater heights.
I know that we'll be able to hang out with her, but even then, that's not that cool. Maybe I should have someone on Mage. I think I do. The Mage build was actually popping off for her. All right, well, are you gonna do anything other than waste all of your time? No. It's my life, and I'm gonna waste my money. Now, this is just strength plus 3. I don't know if the merchant scales off of strength because the attacks he does are almighty damage. Almighty, I don't know what it scales with. I know right now he's like, oh, but he has so much strength. That's just because we have him on Stroll. In fact, maybe even still, I should just hold on. Okay, fine. I see the game plan. Go back to Stroll being Brawler, 100%. I become the merchant.
Fascinating. This. All right.
I think that makes the most sense overall for us.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Especially because then I'll get whatever the extra passive is for being merchant myself. And you could argue that merchant isn't going to be that good meta-wise. I will likely agree with you,
Power.
but I'm not changing shit. So what are my details? Chance of winning small sum of money each time an enemy is... Oh, goated. So what am I looking for with it? What's your weakness, merchant? You are weak to light. In that case,
All right.
give me light dodge. I know that it's all of my mag gone. It's fine. Mag is not some limited resource, right? As she grows on trees, we can get as much of it back as we want. Over here should be where we have our recruitment center. We can go turn that in. We're about to get more story. People rejoice. How far into the game are you? So, like, if you look at my save, probably 10 hours in. If you want the true, honest take of what I have, I think I'm more like 12. Or I'm more like 6 or 7 hours in because I talk so much. I prolong the game. Surely not. You really managed to slay the bounty? That certainly is Rampager Tale. Even the military soldiers fled from it and prepared a lot or something else. Here's the reward as promised. Take it. It's yours.
We did it.
Now, this is huge because, yes, it took our time yesterday, but we still get 10K and courage off. And I don't know where else we get courage anyways.
All right.
Plus, the more money we have, the better, because that shit is going directly into funneling the merchant. We're slightly more popular. My support is changing. There's really 10,000 Reeve here. Ready for more contracts if you pay this well. I'm afraid you can't. I don't have any other contracts. Recruitment centers in other cities should also handle contracts. You don't understand. I don't know any other cities. All I know is fine dining, breathing, and being in the capital. Over here, somebody's having a flash sale. The water merchant is having a sale. You won't, I mean, give me 3 of those, 100%. 30 MP, a cooking ingredient. Okay, well, we don't need that one. You are also having a sale of some sort? Today is Idol's Day. It sure is. I don't care if it's 20% off. I'm not buying grody ass meat from a vendor who's sitting out in the sun, all right? I know my limit and I'll stay firmly within it, thank you. So what else are we looking for right now? Do I have anybody I can hang out with? Supporters. Doesn't look like there's anyone to talk to right now. Thanks. Check requests. Doesn't look like there's anyone who needs a helping hand. Want to check requests to be taken on? Save the prince. More tasks. Okay, well, none of those are helpful right now. Town activities. I think the Butcher by the Grand Cathedral is having a sale. Okay, that's all. So what do most people do today? Spend time, fuck you. Spend time at question mark, talk to the heard a story. We'll go talk with the same guy who was teaching us about the religion of his group of people. Because at least then we're getting close to advancing whatever he has to say left.
I just can't stop shivering out here.
This is the pit.
All right,
That's what we're pointing at.
let's see what we got.
What is it?
Inside here, I don't think they'll sell anything for the abacus, but man, I would love for them to. Do you have anything I can appraise? I do have 2 things. Okay, well, whatever. Sell me the random items we got in the overworld, and then buy me a abacus-related item. You cowards. Oh, wait, hold on. But the bronze knuckles are ever so slightly better in theory, but available archetypes, usable. Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, I feel like I'll always know which one is which, but that's just like, that's the kind of guy I am, you know what I mean? Memory like a steel trap, I only forget half the things I know. All right, over here should be, yeah, there he is. All right, let's see what he's got for us.
So, we meet.
Are you still interested in the Mustard? If so, I'd be delighted to tell you more. Talk with him. Well, then I'll detail more of the faith we believe in. What if he teaches me how to gun people down? God's messengers ruled over existence. When they perish, they conferred a holy relic onto the world. This holy relic exists to this day. It has been passed down for generations within our tribe as a divine object that represents God himself. Herself, thank you. Clearly Ariana Grande hasn't made it to this region yet. We believe that only they who wield the divine relic, the instrument of God, can truly receive the authentic teachings. One of our teachings tells us to devote our entire being to what we hold most dear. Even now, it's the core tenet our priestess strives to embody. I feel like my tolerance has increased. Yeah, I also kind of feel like I learned nothing. Probably hang out with him tonight. I believe I've told you all I can, but we Mistari live all over the place. If you're interested, you might try landing in the air to other Mistari. Okay, so maybe if we keep hanging out with Mustari, we'll get somewhere. Maybe. Back to the hushed honeybee. I hear a voice. He seemed promising, but Brigitte comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Say less, I'm on my way, queen. Didn't expect an Ariana Grande mention. Look, I'm based, okay? It's all I can say. Actually, well, right now, isn't her popularity somewhat like re-peaking? She's kind of had a weird career, right? Because there was the start with Nickelodeon stuff. I know she was on Broadway before Nickelodeon, by the way. You don't have to tell me that. I'm well aware. Anyways, there was the Nickelodeon stuff. Then she kind of went radio silent for a couple years. Then her music career started going crazy. Then she licked a donut in public and the whole world turned on her. But then she's redeeming it now by being in Wicked, even though the PR for Wicked always has made me a little bit uncomfortable because it feels like there's too much forced chemistry where they're trying to act like they're really good friends. But like, it's never felt authentic at all. But maybe that's just me being overly cynical or analyzing a relationship I'm not part of. At the end of the day, I don't really care. I still want to go see Wicked. Wow, surprise, surprise. The man who likes men likes musicals. Fuck you.
Just you.
So it's you. You seem unscathed. So you haven't told anyone about it. So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well then, shall we discuss your assignment? We shall. All right, come in. I think it's the SpongeBob guy gossip that I thought was hilarious. But I didn't even remember that one. This is what I wanted you to handle. Don't have me kill him. He's so cute. Please don't say take him out back. I want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I Yes!
Listen.
There's one rule, however. You cannot let anyone else find out there's a dog here. No exceptions. That's it?
What?
Is that it? That sounds simple. It is, but you can't let your guard down. I mean it when I say I want no mistakes. I'm sure you're aware of the anti-igniter crowd here. The fools who believe igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty of people in this world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me. And the dog just sitting there with yeah, what a guy.
That's why.
This thing is a weakness, waiting to be exploited. So I have to hide it. I'm entrusting you to this matter. Why me?
Why?
But why are you asking this of me? Because you're as far removed from my business as anyone could be. Case it bears saying, don't think of crossing me. Being associates has worked for us so far. You don't want us to be enemies. I did look.
Right.
I showed up immediately. All right. I heard your voice in my mind, and I went at your service. I got down on one knee, put my arm in front of my heart. I'm not really sure why, but I've been entrusted with taking care of Brigitta's dog. Seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
I suppose you do have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter. Did you look into me? Did you look into my
Utterly
background?
naive.
If it could impact my igniter business, it's my job to know about it. And that's not all. Word has it you and your entourage can transform your bodies in combat somehow.
Speaking of,
Long ago, there once existed an ultimate magic. They say the hero king of legend wielded a power very much like yours. Ah, but it can't be. Ha! I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Brigitte. It really means a lot to hear you say that.
you.
I'll be frank, Slices. Nope, you'll still be Brigitte. You're bad for business. But that is precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit, but I hate the damn things from the bottom of my heart. But this world is dominated by igniters. Long as you've got money, you've got almost all the power you want. Quite a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a profit off of bleeding the downtrodden dry. The strong get even stronger and the weak are only cast down further.
As it is.
My own hands are not bloodless in that, and so I will endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel. If nothing else, it'll be amusing, no? She hates capitalism. Let's forget his vain expectations and trust towards me. All right, that's a level 2. Do I actually have to go take care of her
Still
dog?
there,
Probably.
promise me.
Reduce the mag cost of studying the merchant lineage. Fuck you, man. I forgot that she does that. I just studied it on everybody. I already wasted the mag. I'm bad for business. She's right. I don't know what I'm doing. You should go home for today. I'll give you your pay. I haven't done anything, though. I've hardly done any work, though. You've exceeded expectations already. You've made this dog like you. You've made the dog like you. Something impossible for me. She paid me $2,500 for looking at her dog. That's awesome. We'll be waiting, or at least the dog will. Is that who the real merchant
Time
is?
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
By the way, just in case you're wondering, time does march on and the age of a new king is drawing ever nearer. In case there was any confusion about that one, I'd really like to clear that up first and foremost. So Fortin's grand announcement is coming tomorrow, is it? What's this proclamation of his gonna be anyway? Wonder if he's gonna thank us for what we did in the Grand Cathedral. I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Ostensibly, can we use third grader vocabulary? Most of the United States can't read above a 6th grade level, and you're gonna be pulling out ostensibly. Like, I know what it is, but some people are gonna be out there and be like, ostensibly? Who does this guy think he is? The state army is getting all the credit for taking down that human, after all. We shall know soon enough, so there's little point in contemplating it further. Until then, let us simply do what we can as we wait for events to unfold. And so it was. And so it shall be. The Sanctus Grand announcement is happening tomorrow. Got no one to hang out with. What did other people do? Spend time at Question Mark, spend time with Brigitte, spend time, talked with a pagan. Good for them. What was that? Can you remind me what time is moving? Age of what's getting closer? Don't worry. Hey, anyone who missed it, I've got an inkling of a feeling they might restate it. Now, call me crazy on that one. So we're very close to getting courage up. We're very close to getting kindness up. We're very close to getting understanding up. We're very close to getting tolerance up. Tolerance is probably the easiest one to get up. And yet I'm still gonna go try and get it up one more time, because I think that's what's currently stopping us from spending more time with Hulkenberg, but that's just, I mean, it's a crackpot theory. One of the ones that I'm best at. We'll see if we can still talk to him.
We meet again.
Are you still interested? If so, I'd be delighted to tell you more. Your tolerance will improve. I do want to see if he has new voice lines or not. We talked about many field. Okay, well,
Now then.
fuck you. All right, he's done. He's done being interesting, and we will never hang out with him again. I hope you enjoyed it while it lasted. Tolerance tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. By the way, kindness, I was thinking of tolerance when I said kindness earlier. I realized I was confusing it with a Persona 1. But yeah, our courage is pretty close. Our imagination is not. Our eloquence, we speak with all of the charm and charisma of a fast food employee. So okay. A conqueror needs to be, no, we're good. I do like that our stats kind of look like a crown as they're going up. I think that's a fun little detail. It is now Night of Flames Day. Back to the hushed honeybee. Tis boring. Supporters. Doesn't look like there's anyone for you to talk to right now. I wonder how the child is doing. Seems to still be in bed. I hear stifled crying. Well, she is not taking the death of her father very well for being a 6-year-old. I'll tell you that. Me personally, I would have been over it by then, but I guess I'm just built different. The announcement's tomorrow, isn't it?
All
Yep,
right, then.
Still is. So we have improved tolerance. We have improved knowledge that I think we should probably do, because we're yet to really improve our knowledge very much at all.
Close your eyes.
Well, no, we've improved our knowledge, haven't we? Hold on.
All right then.
The one I'm thinking of. How do I check what? Is it this one? No. Oh, they have a quick button for save. It's not very helpful, but hey, now I know it's there. That's worth something. And knowing is half the battle. Okay. What was I looking for? I think I was looking for me. And it should be strongest. Wait, I have a new abacus. I don't even know where I got that one. That's awesome for us. How do I check what mine is? Like my social stats. I thought it was under equipment. Maybe I can't be wrong, because then everything I would come to know could be wrong. Synthesis. No. Oh, what's this one? Oh, these are our team up ones. Yes, requires a brawler, merchant, or summoner. Ooh, there's gonna be a summoner. Okay. And then all reset. Remove nearly all beneficial effects from all enemies. That's actually really fun. With a thief. Well, that is interesting. A thief, faker, or merchant. So I could technically do it with double merchant. Anyways, that's not at all what I was looking for. I'm trying to find where the stats. Is it restored on Gallica? No. You're not able to change out any of her stuff. That's awesome. I will remember where this is. No, I won't. What was this one for? Because there's an exclamation point on him. Nothing. Okay, great. So here are all of our... Oh, okay. She's at the very bottom. That's crazy. It's not equipment. It's not item. Right? Yeah, no, it's definitely not item. I swear it's somewhere on here and I'm just totally missing it. Strongest. This changes absolutely nothing. Thank you so much for that. Archetype explanation, yeah. Swap skills, yeah, I got that. I'm feeling really stupid right now. Might be the dumbest I've ever felt. No, because that's just like all of those explanations. I don't think you'd put it in system. I have no clue where the fuck this is. What the hell? Oh, royal virtue. Okay, it's right here. Got it. So imagination, yeah, imagination we have nothing for. Okay. Talk with you and get our imagination up. A real fairy, well, I'll be.
But
Look, I know I'm rare, but do we need to make such a big deal of it? Gallica, look, I don't hate you. That's an overstatement. I've been told that's a strong word for a strong emotion. So I'm not gonna use that one. But like, people see you and they're like, whoa, how queer, how quaint, a fairy. Now this is an interesting thing that has made my day. And you're like, oh my God, enough with this. You wanna know what people say when they see me? Oh, bottom dweller, scum sucker, fucking die. Maybe we can like be a little bit happy that they're happy to see you. Just explain, my family has something of a history with fairies. As a boy, my parents would tell me stories about fairies before bed. Did you care for me to tell you one? So you grew up on fairy tales. No wonder you've got fairies on the mind. What do you think? Do you want to listen to the elderly gentleman's story? Absolutely. Imagine that, getting to tell a fairy tale to a real fairy. Come, let's find a table at the tavern. This guy is awesome. Don't be mean to him. He's the best. He's giving me a table. We're having food together and he's telling us a story. This is what TikTokers wish they could do when they find an old person in public, especially if they're eating alone. But then, you know, their main thought is how do I exploit them for money? But still, there's a cave nearby that the villagers prohibited anyone from entering. But one day, my ancestor, who was just a boy then, decided he had to see it for himself. So he defied his elders? Your ancestor sounds like a handful. He didn't listen to authority blindly? What a crazy guy. It runs in the family. Anyway, sure enough, he ventured deep inside and soon became swallowed in darkness, hopelessly lost. A handful or not, he was still just a boy, and his bravery failed him. He sank to his knees in the dark, crying pitifully. But then, something bathed in a warm light caught his eye as it approached him. The little light actually spoke, saying, "Pipe down, you can't cry in a place like this." He was shocked after he got a good look at it. The boy realized it was a fairy, pulsing with light. He was so relieved, his tears only magnified. The fairy couldn't bear it. Throwing her arms up, she said, "Fine, if you want to cry so badly, fine, suit yourself," and left. But before he knew it, the fairy returned. "Come, follow me," she said. "I'll show you the way out." You see, she had sensed a dangerous beast deep in the cave, and compassion won that day. She decided to get him safely back to the entrance.
Oh, yeah?
Huh, I thought the fairy was kind of cruel at first, but I guess she had a good heart. When they arrived at the cave's mouth, the boy turned to thank the fairy, but she had already disappeared to thin air. Time marched on, and he grew into an adult. He visited the cave countless times again, hoping to find and thank her, but he never saw her again, as long as he lived. Oh, but would you look at the time? We'd better pick this up again later. If you'd like to know the ending, I'll be around.
All right.
It's good story. Thanks, Gramps. See you around, man.
Then.
It's time I get back to the others. Does time march?
It would seem the disaster was averted.
No, it doesn't. It would seem the disaster was averted. I guess that makes sense. This is the big day in theory. And now we get actual
Right
story.
then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Sure is.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
This might be the first king debate before the people vote. I doubt that. Hold on. I was looking for... There it is. Sorry. I had to find my phone real quick. I heard it vibrate, but I had no clue where it was. Let me make sure it's nothing important. Ignore if you hear TikTok for a second. I probably had it open. Okay. Oh, it's this guy again. He's totally going to be a confidant of some kind. Playing Sonic Superstars after playing Sonic Origins. After talking about Sonic with Alex Barton. I don't know who Alex... Do I know Alex Barton? Is he the famed Alex Barton? I've never heard of him. Okay.
Sanctifex Forden has spoken.
Okay. He's not going to give the announcement himself. Well, you know what? Last time somebody tried to give a live announcement, there was almost an assassination. So I'll give him a little bit of credit for that one. It does seem like there's a lot going on.
The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
This is the most nothing. In other words, the sky is blue? Yeah, obviously.
So it really is His Majesty.
You had doubts? You were looking at the giant floating face that spoke with the voice of your prior king and stopped an assassination and said, "I will choose who the new royalty is through a voting system," and you thought to yourself, that guy might be fake.
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king.
I am honestly surprised that they allowed this to go through. I thought they were going to try and martial law take over, say the old king's will doesn't matter, he's dead and buried, which, I mean, I wouldn't blame them for doing because it's not looking like great odds for them right now.
This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Not you, Batlin.
Anyone?
Even me.
But
If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
yeah, and half you people are named like Town Folk 3. I don't think that you're gonna be the number one.
King yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Observing
Me
woman.
in charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we?
I have like 6,000 supporters right now, and I don't know where they came from, but still.
First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime,
Hold on.
Yeah.
How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
However you
do
want.
become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Well, this trustful codger is onto something. It's already tried to happen before.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table.
That must suck if you're one day off being on the rock. Am I crazy, or is Luis's one eye way too far from the center of his head? His left eye is like, it's running away. He is looking at two different things. That's crazy.
Chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
Yeah, you can call him Grius.
Literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
Well, if you're all... Oh, a criminal could become the king? Fucking, you're voting for Luis. Very clearly he could.
But hold on, you mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Hold on. You're saying I might not have rights above my fellow man because of my race? I don't know if I support that.
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word.
I kind of fuck with Batlin. I think he's gonna teach us eloquence for speech.
Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
Yep. I mean, I kind of assumed that from the one in the sky. Sounded like a bigoted. I got, you got two eyes so far apart. Couldn't be me. I'm just saying.
The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
If you got two eyes, that's double the chance for pink eye, brother.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
It would probably be the most brain dead thing you could do is offer the idea of, guys, that's not the king, it's just someone pulling a prank.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Yeah, probably Luis doing something.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic.
Okay. No offense. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Did we not have this conversation already? It seemed insanely obvious when the king in the sky said, "This is my magic and I'm stopping the assassination attempt." To me, that meant it was the king's magic and he was stopping the assassination attempt. I guess maybe I'm just like too media literate.
Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
Yeah, then we just win. Is that a problem? Because we can just win?
Luis is second in the standings. Any strikes against him would be likewise disrupted.
So?
I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself...
Oh, I guess we did still have an assassination plan. Okay, that's fair. That part's fair. Now, granted, I had already assumed that the assassination plan was out the window once we saw what happened with Grius, and I figured we were just kind of working towards becoming the king anyways.
No. If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
No, someone else.
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Yeah, but...
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
No, we don't. Oh.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
I had a feeling she'd be a plot point after not leaving for 6 years.
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there.
Yeah, well...
She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
Out of the goodness of my own heart, and for no ulterior motives, I'll do anything to help Fabian.
I'll go look for her.
Yes.
You will? Thank you.
What can I say? Hey, big heart.
When I think of what might happen to her.
Yeah, how about we don't say that out loud right now? She's been gone for 10 minutes. How about we don't say the fact that she's gutted alive? Hey, whoa, let's go look for her before we do anything like that.
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
I don't know.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
I mean, she's probably going through a stage of grief. I don't know which of the 5 stages this one is. Probably like right after acceptance is run away from home.
You're kidding.
Where could Maria have gone? Wait, oh no. Go on. Gallica, say what's on your mind. The wait, oh no. Because like, fuck if I know. What do most people do? There's no information to display. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Okay. I guess we could probably try asking people. If you're asking me what a warrior needs most is agility and luck. First is agility, and luck is, to put it bluntly, that's all that matters in the end. I completely, that guy is based. I'm right there with him. There's a reason I'm luck maxing. I think that she probably just went to like where the rock is. That's my #1 guess, because that's where we just saw stuff happening.
I'm out of ideas.
I know that it might not be, oh, I thought that was her for a second. I just saw a child. Nothing there. Maybe over here? No. Oh, well, cutscene at the very least.
Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? Can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking. She went inside. The way her eyes look, I'd not be the one to stop her. She's 8. Fucking just like put your hand on her head and she won't be able to. She'll do that thing where she like cartoonishly windmills her arms. She won't touch you. Maybe stop the child from dying. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets. And I mean, like, man, Soldier of the Year right there.
Huh? Why?
Everyone's worried about you.
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely.
You remember how I said she was in the acceptance stage? We're gonna bump down 2 tiers and go back to denial?
One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name.
Okay.
I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Did nobody tell her that?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore.
Yeah.
But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again, hasn't he?
If it's any consolation for you, a necromancer brought him back to life, and I cut his ass down. So, at least he had a second chance at life that we promptly stopped, but still, he had one.
It's
Damn.
going to be so lonely.
Yeah.
The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I?
Maybe not say that. Yeah, I think that it's probably time and place. We don't break the news that we had to chop his throat after he reanimated yet. It's kind of, I don't think she'll understand what a zombie is. I don't think she'll get where we're coming from.
If it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
Ooh, man,
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave?
This is such a bad time to be at eloquence level 1, because my ass is about to say some statement like, your papa not come back, he in ground. That's the level of eloquence I can muster right now.
Mum was sick.
Oh.
The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave?
Well, if this was Persona 3, they'd give me the option to say maybe it's your fault.
Is it my fault?
Oh no!
I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
Oh, I didn't think they'd let us. I mean, I feel like most likely it's our fault because we kind of didn't. Well, no, not your mom being sick. So I don't think I can take any responsibility for that, actually. You should probably fester on it for a bit. I'll just say that's not why.
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
That timing was so good. I didn't know she was gonna take it out on herself, okay? As it turns out, maybe it is her fault.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man.
Well, Stroll. The man he was going up against was very bad. Let's not call it fighting. They put him in bondage and slit his throat. It wasn't much of a... It was one-sided at best. And he was not the side doing the fighting.
We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
What if... Just wondering. What if, when Grius was about to get killed, we told everybody, guys, think of him right now, and then he appeared on the rock? Because then Luis would be like, this is your death, Grius. Then Luis would get bound up, and we just have two men bound up next to each other. Now, would this fix any problems? No, I just think I'd like to see that. So, all right, I am heading out. Have a good stream. May I please see my wife and kids tonight, Mr. CEO assaulted. All right, but only on your 15-minute break, and you're not gonna get paid for that break. It's the only rule, but I will allow it. I'm benevolent. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying
But
something
yeah, no, good
like
night.
That. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
That's precisely it. Don't worry.
It's going to be all right. Don't worry.
We're still working on it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
And this is the moment when we turn into Heisenberg. Sorry. This is the moment when Walter White becomes the king of the new place. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end.
How so? How do you figure that?
Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king also. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
I see what you're saying. He wants kindness to win in the end. He's got one of those bumper stickers that says choose kindness on his car. I understand where he's coming from.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Was it Grius's slit throat that told you that?
Even so, we have to try.
Even still. Sorry, that's a Danganronpa reference. Not everyone's gonna get that. It's referencing the end of Danganronpa 2, where there's one voice line of Hajime Hinata saying "even still," and they play it about 47 times in a row during that sequence.
You had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Oh, okay.
Maria.
It does work that way.
That's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together.
Is this gonna advance my social link with Maria? Sorry,
Thank you for
probably
finding
not
her.
the time to think about that, but wouldn't that be awesome? What if she gives us the gunner class? Oh wait, she already gave us healer. Never mind. It'd be really funny though if she was like, my resolve has firmed, and then you just see the gunner has been unlocked. Maria says, pick up the strap. Sorry, let me replay that voice line. I talked right over it.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
I don't think that... I think you guys are making yourself feel better. She has not worked things out at all. She is heartbroken as hell. You are lying to yourselves to feel better about not having to comfort a crying little girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
With me being king.
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
We get him off the top 3.
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
It's
we
fine.
cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Do we not? Maria even said our plan out loud. Guys, the 8-year-old grieving came up with the plan that 3 adults can't.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings.
How so?
I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
I disagree, honestly. I think they're banking on the idea that people know the church so well that their advantage is simply too far above everybody else for them to lose.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and
Also,
recovery.
guns exist in this world. How will the king's magic stop somebody from shooting Luis from 300 meters away? I don't think that they could. I think he would just crumple over. Like, maybe the king would bound him out afterwards, but you can't be certain what his intention is. Because what if he just pulls the trigger and it happens to hit Luis? Well, that is what it is. What if he's not aiming there? What if he has his eyes closed and then just pulls the trigger? We don't know. It's worth a try, at least. Once we unlock the gunner class. I did not know me and Stroll bought matching outfits to sleep in. Hulkenberg must feel so left out, man.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince.
What if I became king?
Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together.
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest.
I mean, there's a tension between these beds. I'm just saying, let's move that dresser out of the way and get a little closer.
That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around?
Yep, the very same one.
Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
I remember. Brother, we could ask, can you read? That's an awesome question to ask.
Can you read?
Please. I'm clearly no scholar, but I was once spoiled enough to have a private tutor.
I just thought it was the funnier option.
Right. Let's have a look then.
The tension between these two can only be had between 2 straight men. They're in the kind of gay relationship that only 2 straight men can have.
Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves.
Hey, wait a minute.
One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met.
Novel I have, because this is verbatim
Taking
1 for 1.
Or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions.
Wouldn't that be nice if it was reality? That's what he's gonna say. Yeah.
Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We have a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now.
Not if I take
And
the
this
throne.
idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting.
Well, it's because it's the first time it's happening. Everything's scary for the first time, Stroll, but afterwards you get used to it. Now, Ben.
Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration?
Absolutely, because he was the one who locked away
Still,
more.
I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us.
Right.
Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview.
Well, yeah, because you're like the most privileged ones.
We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive.
Water really does hit my body like it's the last drop on this earth. Holy shit, I have to drink way more.
Solution, I fear.
I agree.
Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals.
What if I ran for king? Just throwing that out there.
The discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you.
Yeah,
I've
no
been
problem.
so
Put it there.
fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse.
Well, we can still kill him even if he becomes king, right? Oh, he'll have more guards. You can't kill a king. Luis did it. I'm not saying we shouldn't try to become king. I'm just saying, like, after he is king, just give him a little bada bing, bada boom, you know?
Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance.
I get it. I've had
How
insomnia
have you been
before.
asleep?
Time
So where was
marches
Gallica?
on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Time marches on and the age of a new king draws nearer. No way. All right, it's Arbor's Day.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime.
Well, I'm invested.
To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
Poor guy. He's got to remix the news from yesterday. I know. We heard this, Batlin.
And we call it the Tournament for the Throne.
Yeah, that's what you told the people yesterday.
Set out on a grand tour
Oh.
of 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials.
Oh, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it so it's harder for Luis, who doesn't have any kind of connections between all of the royalty, while they do have connections between all of the royalty. So that way, it's implicit, or it's going to be way harder for any other competitors to do that. The honest to God, though, Badlin and the church, stupid ass idea. This isn't how it works. Our aspirants will have to do this. Not if everybody in the town goes, I want Luis to be king. Then he doesn't have to do anything. You've made up your own rule. It's like saying, hey, by the way, I'm gonna flip a coin. If it's heads, you owe me $300. If it's tails, I don't owe you anything. And then flipping the coin. It doesn't work that way. You can't come up with your own set of rules and say, this is how it's gonna go. That's clearly not the king's will, but okay.
We have the exhibition of the brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win.
But what does that
Official word
matter?
is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch or in it to win?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. This is not how the competition works, so who cares what the results of this are? This isn't official, you're just doing it for fun. You're just hosting a little tournament on the side. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
He's been drawing and he wants to show us his sketches.
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius's personal effects.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
You mean the royal guard who spent the past 20 years investigating the curse? That guy was investigating the curse? Shit. I mean, this is a plot twist to
There's a
me.
note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
Sure.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes. I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
All right.
That attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
I mean, if Luis was smart, he'd just burn it.
Little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
Okay, okay.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
It's a scribed copy of a curse.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now.
And apparently the state sponsorship is all that matters to people now.
Interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels.
Yeah, Stroll, say you hate the government, say it out
It's only being
loud.
organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
Absolutely.
Do you think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his
Yes.
favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
I agree. I don't feel like he has to. Also, yet again, I don't understand why people are listening to this. You don't have to, man. It's like a radio show saying you owe them your soul. No, you don't. They just came on the radio and said it.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
Well, we'll just go kill a human 30 times the size of what he can.
Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
So
If
true.
we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
Go kill a monster, man. We do it all the time. We need a plan, then we can take action. As an elder, I'm an outcast in this city. I think that gives us an advantage here. We enter the tournament for the throne.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Yeah.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us?
No, like, okay, yes, but truth be told, I was miles away thinking about how cool it would be for us to go kill a giant monster together.
Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
No, it's fine.
It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there.
Stroll, after the night we spent together last night, I knew you'd be on my side.
This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
I don't like that you just said him without a capitalized H. Put another inflection. Don't surprise say you're gonna make him a candidate for the throne. Be like, oh yeah, we're gonna make him a candidate for the throne. I would like a different inflection next time, a more vote of confidence. Gallica, you've been with me this entire time. If anybody should have my back in this situation, it should be you and my boyfriend. Now, my boyfriend does have my back, but you don't, which is kind of fucked up.
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit, but it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Or I could just become king.
Just hold on a second.
Just an idea.
Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Are you talking about me? Because it was my idea. Infiltrating Luis's ranks would be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be as good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Am I crazy? Well, I must be insane. What do we mean I'm in danger? Am I stupid? If I appear on the rock, I'm not in danger at all. Nobody's allowed to touch me, curse me, assassinate me. In fact, if I show up on the rock, by the game's own laws they've set up, combat is gonna become so easy because a monster can't attack me without the king killing it for me. So, of course I'm going to. Maybe he can't subdue humans, but still. Having heard all this, do you want to enter? If it's for Maria.
For Maria's sake.
Yeah.
I see.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter.
Well said,
No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Good, good.
Sheesh.
We're doing something.
So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
But Gallica, if you want, you could enter for the throne.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
All right. I'll just say, when they were having a collab at Kung Fu Tea, I did get the Stroll flavored one over the Hulkenberg flavored one. So I don't know what that tells you about my allegiance to them. It actually had to do.
Heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger?
It actually had to do with the fact that Stroll's was a mango milk tea, whereas Hulkenberg's was like a strawberry lemonade. And like strawberry lemonade's all well and good, but if I'm going to a boba shop for tea, I'm not really feeling a strawberry lemonade vibe. You know what I mean? Like they don't exactly want to. Oh God, no! I kind of want to get boba. I'll probably get it tomorrow. Anyways, good heavens, you put yourself in enough danger.
I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
Yes.
Yes. I've got a job to do.
No doubt in my mind.
Familiar words.
As they should
I'll
be.
be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
I'm sure you could.
What's the competition?
It's a big grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So I'm gonna try and
So
be
you're
king.
going to try and become king? Wow. Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
That's all I need to hear.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
What, question? Hulkenberg, Stroll, were you not my first advocates? What do you mean I know you're trying to be like all cutesy about it. Were you guys not fucking with me? Were you like, yeah, I trust him with my life or whatever, but I'm not voting for him for king. I kind of like that Luis guy.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That's the plan.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
You think an Elder being in the running, the racist people might not like it too much? I don't know. Could be.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, I'm coming back.
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Fabian, don't stand for this. You're right there.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Can you deepen our bond really quickly so I can upgrade my healer then? We'll meet again.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
It's a promise. And how many times has this little girl made a promise?
Registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
And how many times has this little girl been promised that everything's gonna go well, and then the figure that promises that has somebody within their party die? We don't need to worry about that because it won't happen to us.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
Sure, I actually am very excited to see what another place will look like.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
Okay, I can ride on a
Carriage might
sword.
save our chances, if we could find one.
A carriage?
Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
Everyone else is riding in a giant runner that goes across the entire desert in half a day, and I'm gonna be on a horse-drawn carriage, 1 horsepower, probably even less because the horse has to carry the carriage. I actually don't know if that's how horsepower comes about. Like, I know it's based off some metric related to horses, obviously based off the name, but I don't know if it's like their max running speed uninhibited or if it's just their like maximum running speed period. You know what I mean? Or while carrying something. Because would 1 horsepower be the equivalent of a horse drawing a carriage, or would it be the equivalent of 1 horse just running? I don't know. Anyways, I'd imagine just running, because how much would you then calculate for being inhibited? That is not the same guy who I've gotten bounties from before. I would know. That he is different.
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
Hi, I'm the one entering actually. Hey, I know that he actually ordered for me, but it's me.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
Say what's on your mind. How about you say it with your whole chest, unfriendly official?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
We'll take it.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
Not me.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital.
Could swear I've seen you before, too.
Fuck this guy.
Well, hardly matters without captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
That was a close one.
We're lucky he does not take his job seriously.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be there. So what are we gonna do in the meantime?
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay.
Oh, all right. Well, here it is.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
I like whoever that guy is on the left because he looks like he's got a giant suit of armor on, and that is 100% my aesthetic in games like this. Okay, well, the middle one's just a poster.
Everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out.
Hang on. There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
Are you lot here for this tournament, then?
Yeah,
Bit
well, you
slow,
know.
I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
Then I'll just go kill a
How
human.
about requests on anything aside from monsters?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
Hey, just call me the hero of legend. I will stop the kidnapper. What can I say? Stopping human trafficking, all in a day's work for me.
This might just
Let me
be
make sure my
perfect.
YouTube stream is still running well. It is. Let's fucking go. Sorry, sometimes it randomly likes to go down. Okay, we're all good.
Whoa. Do you have any idea who that is?
I want him on my party yesterday. Put him in now.
That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that.
I like him. I like him more, by the way. It's not a competition, but if it was, I win.
Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
What, his head?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
Yeah.
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning.
Okay. Oh, I mean, like, look, he's supposed to be
Stuck up
antagonistic.
little-
I like
Is that
him.
the kind of competition we can expect?
Yes.
He was right about the rules, though.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal?
Because
Any idea what he's up to?
maybe he has a big head.
Maybe this criminal has a really big head?
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
that's a stretch. And if he had a gigantic head, you'd think they'd mention it in the contract.
Maybe he gives gigantic head. Maybe the competition, we misread it, and it's whoever can bring the best head. I'm just saying we should get to training. We have time on the carriage, and Joel's gonna be there. We might as well try.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
If I had to actually guess, by the way, there's probably some way to do like a forced human mutation on somebody who's got like a very broken heart or something along those lines. So if he mutates into a giant monster, bada bing, bada boom, we kill the giant monster, and that's that.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Like maybe the human that destroyed Stroll's town was actually originally some other race of people, some other race of a person who corrupted while he was there and turned into the giant monster and then killed everything. And we're like, since this guy's so evil, surely he has the same thing going on.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme?
Yeah.
You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
Sure. I like him. He's got a actual thing modeled out.
Gentlemen, I'm Barden, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say.
P. Diddy can't be stopped in any game. It's fucked
If our
up.
city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
Okay, maybe let's have our priorities changed into not what the sane residents would say, but rather, oh, our children are being taken, we should stop that. But I see where you're coming
He's
from.
just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms.
I think that your soldiers suck ass. And I think that's the only explanation
We've
here.
no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
Probably walks really
I
lightly.
see. Tricky problem indeed.
Well, now that we know he's in a land of giant worms, I guarantee you there's going to be a giant, like huge Alaskan bull worm that we have to take
I
down.
had no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it.
We
a
have.
pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender.
I don't know.
Laugh if you must.
He probably can't go out anyways. We want to help
We
you.
just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything.
Oh, don't worry. We've got a plan.
Closure. Thank you all. And thank God for bringing you to me.
Maybe, but I got to do a little bit of networking. I got to do my pitch for myself. Hey, name Salted Slices. I'm kind of running for king right now, so if you could just cast your support towards me before I catch him, that would mean a lot, and then cast it even harder after I catch him.
In that case, we shall meet in Ratira, the old castle type. Please, make haste.
All right. Well, first things first, tomorrow we have something.
Out of this now.
You sure that's what we want? Yes.
If we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
Stop it.
I guess that's fair.
I guess. I kind of liked the kids getting taken. Like, what are we talking about, Galaga?
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Okay. So do I have to show a lot of one posters? The only one left is Hames May. Oh, wait. Do I accept it here? Oh, fuck. Whoa, he looks cool. Oh, what's a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me you're actually thinking of entering the tournament for the throne. That's rich. A mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of as king. The idea makes me sick to my stomach.
Thank you.
The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age with years' experience, and yet upstart school of children like you and Luis dare to. It hardly matters you won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give you the eulogy at your funeral. I suppose he's a candidate too. I don't think so. He didn't have an icon. Haynes, are you sure you can handle that? We can't be liable. Of course I can. You're not one, all right. Either that or you're just green. Head to Martira. You can get information there. He evaded captures, true identity remains a mystery, increases courage, and $100,000. I'm gonna be fucking the merchant can't be stopped. I'm the merchant menace who can't be stopped.
Issues, I trust?
Yeah, we're good.
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Yeah.
Fine work.
Well, I don't think Hulkenberg is gonna be too happy about the target, seeing as we're choosing a man who's probably about 6'2", but...
Stroll.
Yeah.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Hopefully.
Well, I have made some arrangements.
All right, we're about to have the dinkiest little carriage of all
How
time.
best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer.
Okay, yeah, no, it sucks ass. Got it.
Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
Just say that it's the worst thing of all time.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Just say that it has 2 wheels and we'll probably have to pick it up and carry it.
No, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
All right.
Well,
can't
under
wait.
the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
True.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order.
Oh.
Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Well, it's also like you're not really doing much for them now anyways.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
Did you think she was joking up until now? Just having a little goof, a little gaff, perhaps? Just going about on it on a whim?
'Twas not an abrupt parting.
Yeah.
I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
I think we all have at this point.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
Yeah, because then tomorrow we also have the other thing. Oh, they didn't even mention re-bringing it up. We have something we have to go to in the morning first. Opening ceremony for the tournament is tomorrow.
Let's rest.
We should probably stay inside and rest today. Damn, they don't even let us do anything. What do you sell in terms of information? What about the current state of the... You don't need that intel anymore? Never mind then. Can I at least cook something? No. Okay, well that's that then. Up we go. How's Maria doing? I haven't seen Maria since I came back from the recruitment center. I wonder if something's wrong. Why don't we like walk in and like she's a child? Why don't we just hang out with her for a bit? Time to rest. Yeah, tomorrow morning we have something else we have to do first. I can't remember what it was exactly. It was some kind of like coronation-based ceremony thing, which They're like, you'll be disqualified if you don't do that. Oh, well, it's a good thing that I thought about her. She's coming to see us. But it doesn't make sense because they've made up the rules to this competition. It's not at all what the king wanted actually, so they can't really disqualify me now, can they? Because like, what the hell are you talking about? It's not even, anyways. Want to read some more?
Read some more? Not today.
Oh, yikes.
You're
Swing
all
and a miss.
leaving tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I'll be cheering for you. So I just...
Do you want to join us? Do you want to come fight monsters?
Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
I won't tell her.
It's all right. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said.
Yep.
And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it?
Yep. Don't worry, we won't have the same fate.
Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
Yo. It's saying it's a promise? She's got a bad history with people promising that, but I'll say it.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again. Can you tell me more about the outside world?
Sure.
This one's important.
Oh, Maria's waiting for us to return home and regale us. Okay, that's awesome, actually.
I never
That's
got
cool.
a chance to say this to Papa. So,
Well, that's heart-crushing.
I'll go to bed now.
That's just a, that's a real kick to the old heartstrings. Ooh, really tugging at them today, aren't we?
Captain, may I have a moment?
Sure.
Good night.
You're leaving tomorrow.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out.
All right.
Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. Tis no easy burden.
You know, I never noticed that she was wearing that before. Has this been in all of her arts? She's got a little rose hanging off the choker. I've never even noticed that. Goes to show how much detail I've been. I feel like normally it's covered, right? Normally you can't see that. Because I feel like I'd noticed it, because at first I looked at it and I thought it was a little octopus. Which that one's probably more on me than it is on the game. But I'm, maybe you can see it, or maybe I'm psychotic.
Pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry, that's putting it mild. You truly are devoted to him.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside.
I'd imagine,
but
probably.
That book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Wait, am I actually this dumb? Hold on, I'm gonna go back to episode 1 of my own playthrough real quick. Just give me half a second. It's called using the tools at your disposal, okay? We're not cavemen, we have technology. I'm gonna go to my lives. All right, all the way back down. Metaphor ReFantazio episode 1. Okay. This is the link for the stream. Don't worry, I have my audio muted, so you shouldn't be able to hear it. So here we are starting out on the trip. Oh my God. Hulkenberg was there. She was the one who stabbed someone. Whoa, I totally forgot she was even there. Okay, well now I can say I do recall it because I looked it up.
Now that you mention it, I do.
Yeah.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another.
You killed someone.
'Tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned.
Well, the prince gave it to me.
You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you.
Well, you're not a knight anymore, so it'd be really fucked up if you did.
I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents.
Man, banning books. Always the good guys that do it.
Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Yeah, I can even ask Moore to explain it to you. He wrote it. Wondrous, by the way, that all of my party members can read so far. Yep, the vote.
So it is a fiction written as if a personal account.
Correct.
This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided.
Yeah, that's exactly what Stroll was reading last night.
In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people.
Well, that's different from our world. Get ready, they're gonna say
Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do, in service of their country.
Wow, so
Should
different
they
from
earn
us.
title
Oh,
but
okay,
break
hold on,
their
there's more.
word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king.
Yep.
Quite the opposite
There
of
it
our
is.
own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts.
I don't, because it's like a children's book. It'd be like saying we really got to get rid of green eggs and ham. Kids are going to get wild ideas about accepting things that look different. That's not a bad idea.
Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate.
Perhaps. It's a little bit late for that. He's 6 feet under.
As a knight, it's not my place to say.
Well, you're not a
I
knight.
must clear my head
You're
of
not.
these
You gave that up.
fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good.
That's true. The Minecraft community learned that themselves. Clinging the dream, not the best idea.
Oh, I suppose. 'Tis not so bad to dream now and then.
Well, depends on the
It
age.
takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes.
I don't even know if those were.
Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength.
I don't even know if any of those allegations were ever proved to be true, by the way. I was just making a joke.
My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
All right. Big thumbs up for Hulkenberg. I do like Hulkenberg a lot. I feel like we don't.
The age of a new king draws nearer.
I feel like we don't get as many one-on-one moments with Hulkenberg. Obviously, we haven't had her as long as we've had Stroll, but Stroll's had one-on-one. Oh, locked the fuck in. They clocked me so quick with a cutscene.
Judah! Lady Judah!
Is she gonna be our next party member, or is she gonna be like the next antagonist we're overcoming? Oh. He's with the town. What are they called? Criers? I can hope she's our next party member. Are they gonna DMCA me? I might have to talk over this. I'm not gonna lie, because there's a good chance that it gets muted on the Twitch side of things, due to the fact that this might be Atlus's current copyright that they hold, which means I need to talk over most of it. Whether it's anything, I'm just really making sure, because some of my Persona videos got claimed, and they actually almost muted VODs on Twitch because of that. So, yeah, I like woman. Wait a minute, me too. This is banger. It is a really sick sequence. I'm kind of sad I have to talk over it. I'm just very concerned about getting DMCA striked on Twitch, because Twitch takes that very, very seriously now. On YouTube, I don't mind if they copyright it, because all they do for YouTube copyrights is they say, you don't get revenue off this. Do you want to know how much money I've ever made off my channel? 0. You want to know how much I put in? Way more than that. But that was, for like equipment and stuff like that, and the model. Anyways, now I can shut up again. I like that we were transported to another world from her singing. We were clearly not present in the... I want her to be a party member so bad. She'll probably give us like an archetype, right? Like dancer. The only reason that I say dancer over idol, by the way, I know there's an idol archetype in Yakuza Like a Dragon, but I feel like it's more traditional JRPG for you to have a dancer subclass than an idol.
I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne.
This is a sick cutscene. I actually really like this one. I'm getting all hyped.
To claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
All right, we know what the first is.
A Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Whoa, the guy who makes news. He's good at giving news.
We kick off in the west.
All right, fair enough.
The Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbor city capital, Port Brilehaven.
Ooh, I'm very excited to go there, seeing
they
it.
face their first challenge.
I love
the
port
exhibition
cities.
of the brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Ontario's
that one's gonna be
beautiful city
sick.
of faith, Altaberry Heights.
I'm noticing each of them has like a
Finally, our
giant
heroes
floating
make
rock.
Their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first,
With Grand
let's do
Trad being the
introductions.
huge
It's time to
pyramid
meet those
one.
risking their lives for the crown.
Okay, we can see a
Closest to the
frosty
throne,
Iceland
I
in
know
between.
him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, for
He looks dead already. One strong gust of wind and Forden is taken out. Each bone in his body, it'll not sound good, man. It'll sound like he dropped a bag of Legos.
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond.
How to say nothing while trying to say something.
This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials.
Still saying nothing but saying something.
Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
It's just no offense, that was not a good speech.
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's
As you
champion,
should.
the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo.
I come before you only in loyal service
Don't
of His
come
Eminence.
before me.
I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
Nobody can seize it.
Being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race?
When do I get to go up there and be like, and me?
It's not over by far.
And Bumblebee!
Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, crier! Where's Count Louise?
Yeah, see? He's not taking that lying down. I mean, it is a stupid as hell thing where they're like, hey, if you want to...
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Well, yeah, you don't have to. That's what I said.
What becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry.
I'm losing my fucking mind.
He's definitely paying attention.
Yes.
He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless,
Oh.
the brash young warrior.
I
serving
guarantee you I
Count
know who
Luis,
this is.
Glendale,
Yeah.
The Black Hound.
I do fuck with Glendale, though. I think he's got a very fun design.
So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis.
Okay.
Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
They really be saying the most comedically evil shit of all time, and the people go, hell yeah.
But let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's
Ooh.
Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Krauss.
Okay.
In it
yeah.
more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden.
Oh, what kind of race is that? I want them.
Pledging free drinks for
I want one
life.
of her to join.
It's Loveless O'Shea.
All right, sure.
Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Opposing the hideous. Brother's nose looks like a... Well, all right, fair enough.
If we lose
He's a human
this,
owl, but...
I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate.
That's me, that's me.
Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
That is a deafening
bewildered,
silence.
Disgraceful.
Yikes.
Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Man, you know what? Hate me all you want. They hate me because they ain't me.
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon
fuck
bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Yeah, it's like...
What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
It'll probably show up. Like... Or maybe we win it without entering it. Maybe that's our whole thing.
So, contestants, are you ready?
I love when they break out the animation budget.
What? Last, I say! Wait! How'd you behave?
Alright, well, on the bright side, we got our ride.
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash!
Whoa!
Hell yeah, our first action is trying to become king as an act of domestic terrorism. Now that
What the heck
is
that?
how you know we're gonna win.
So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
But that's true, they still love Luis.
Shameless old fool.
And Luis almost did that too.
Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve afterwards.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen.
So out of everybody,
race across the land. Go!
we got like
Yourself
8
worthy
dudes who
and earn
entered.
your crown. For the people, for the throne.
They said the king could be anyone, and there were 8 guys that said, yeah, I'm built for this. Well, hey, we actually have a land runner. I thought we were only gonna have a dinky ass chariot. I'm gonna like whoever this guy is, by the way, who's joined us. She's probably gonna be the one who gives us the gunner class. Because he's just a techie kind of guy.
Hold on to something or I'll get blown up.
Maybe she should just sit underground in like the little cartridge of it. Damn, whoa, yeah, we are quick with it. It's probably about time we tell Hulkenberg, by the way, that all our plan is to kill just one evil guy. My popularity went down? What the fuck? Oh, I'm so stupid. I am the 5,000th most popular right now. We want the rating to go down because we'd like to hit top 10 minimum. We're trying to go down. Is this our carriage? It's awesome.
Can you hear me?
Shall I run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for a little test run. Sorry, I think I'm having a little bit of indigestion. I've been burping a ton and my tummy hurts. But that's fine. It's probably just old age.
Let's see.
Do we gotta go to a place called Martira Old Castletown, I think? Should be a ways south. God damn, yes, a ways indeed. Oh, wow, it is a big one. So what are these?
Let us hurry.
All right, so we probably just have to do that. On this crash legs, I said that'd be 4 days, 3 nights about. 4 days and 3 nights, that's a great deal faster than a carriage, and surely the roads will be safer with that at that kind of speed. Bolly good. Now cinch those britches, I don't like, he's too British. You've got an amount of British you're allowed to be before you annoy me. You have slightly crested over it. Ever so slightly. If you hit me with one bloody, far over. You have gone way too far. If you call an herb a herb, now technically I won't be able to tell that one because it'll be in writing. But know that you have crested even further. Starting to get on my nerves that everybody in this game is British. You don't gotta make me read the British one.
I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
Almost assuredly, the reason it hasn't been on the road in a while is because the shit is not street legal.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver. Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Well, I've got some money.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy.
He just wants to drive around.
What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
No, never mind, I like him. Yeah, you've uncrested.
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so
And he's
long
recrested.
since I've had a good chin wag.
Don't call it a chin wag, man. What are we talking about here? Come on.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's so British.
It's amazing.
I was trying to hit A to go to the next dialogue, or X to go to the next dialogue, and I was selected, yeah, it's amazing. I don't know what my other option would have been, but...
Good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one.
All right.
Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
we already selected where to.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg. Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings.
I didn't
And
see the
despite
wings.
Everything. He was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
Okay.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
I don't blame him at all. We're flying, or we're running around on a giant mecha the size of a skyscraper. I'd be losing my mind too. Okay, so this is our day has passed. Noble District, Underhall. Oh, we're seeing how she recruited him.
Are you there? I'm coming in.
Me when I understand. Hey, long day of work hammering at the one cog.
Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
It's too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
Oh,
No new
he's so...
commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
Oh.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage?
Oh shit, we're riding his?
Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She
It's
is for
so
royal use
British.
and naught else.
Well,
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
fair enough.
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
That this is how he was before. Now his ass is like, money? Who gives a fuck? Are we commissions? No, I'm just me in the open road, brother.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
He must be working on something for Luis.
Whoa!
Good God.
This is 1 inch away. Hulkenberg, you could have seen that even in the dark.
Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince?
Looks like it. Good eye on you.
Knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Sure, if that's how you see it.
Yes. Right.
I think he finished it for his own selfish reasons, if you want the truth, but like he really wanted it done.
For a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Did
fun.
You really build this vehicle exactly to their orders?
Okay.
You cannot mean.
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and, well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her, collecting dust in storage?
I mean...
No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable!
Kind of how I feel when people buy a Ferrari and just put it inside their garage all the time. I get where he's coming from. Totally. There was somebody in my old neighborhood. There was one person. Everybody knew he owned a Lamborghini. What did he do with his Lamborghini? 2 things. 1, put it out in his driveway and wash it so everybody could see it. Thing number 2, keep it in the garage with a tarp over every entrance to the garage so you couldn't see inside of it, and never drive it. At some point, I had to question what was the purpose in buying it. If you're gonna get like an excessive car, I can understand where you're coming from because that's gonna feel super fun to drive. What's the, like if it's just gonna sit there, brother? Let's just plastic or saran wrap it while we're at it. Fucking put it in its original packaging with a plastic seal over top of everything. Why? Because it's no different. It's no different at that point. You're not driving it anyways. And what car did he normally drive? I'm happy you asked. He had a Kia. So clearly Lamborghini isn't as solid as a Kia is. Otherwise he wouldn't be driving his Kia Soul everywhere.
I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
I guess maybe he could have also been doing the long con, and maybe he didn't even own the Lambo, and he was just like renting it out every now and then and washing it without actually driving anything, just so that people would think he had one, but I highly doubt that.
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this Mania! You
Okay, well now I get why he's doing it for free.
treasury and disrespected his legacy.
Mercy, please. Look, take my head if you must, milady, but leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner, it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you
imagine.
cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
Yeah, don't worry about
It's
that.
no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it. I've got you, haven't I?
I don't want to. It wasn't the hardest puzzle to solve, man. Not it. I mean, like, good job. I'm sure you're feeling great about getting it right, but like, it was not some kind of college level course here.
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
The time has come. Lots of it.
Understood.
Also, real quick, let me check how good my controller's battery is doing. Whoa, still 3 bars on a PlayStation 5 controller? Are we fucking sure? That can't be right. Whoa. Okay. We'll take that.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Well, also, look, here's the thing. He's helping the next king, probably.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
Yeah, probably could you use modifications that aren't street legal, but
I think maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show
Okay.
her off to the world.
Sure.
And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk.
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
No, absolutely we trust him. I think we can count on him.
We can count on him.
Yeah. Plus, he can hear us.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
I feel like it's really dumb to be like, oh, I don't trust him at all when he can hear us. That's like, even if I don't believe in him, I'm not going to say that shit while he's listening into what we're saying. That'd be really dumb.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
He hasn't done anything to make me think he's not trustworthy. Oh, he modified something to somebody who we thought was dead because it was his life's work? Yeah, man, it was his life's work. Of course he'd keep working on it.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and greasework. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
Yeah.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
I figured we had been beforehand.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better.
Giving a head to a monster? Brother, there's a lot of people out there who would kill for that.
Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania.
Yes.
It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
I don't think we're talking strategy. We're saying what we've already known.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move.
Correct.
And our target
That's
is a
not...
nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
That's the one.
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Well, okay, so like we can debate what is a monster, right? At the end of the day, I would say that a monster is a being who is actively trying to do nothing other than like harm those around them, in which case he is a monster. Also, he lives with a giant sandworm. That second part might matter more. But
don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention.
Mm-hmm,
Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
I agree.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely.
I disagree with that personally, because if they try to disqualify us because we saved an entire town from having children kidnapped, I don't think the people are going to take kindly to that, and the people have the power, not them.
Again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent.
Well,
what do you think of this plan?
I think it's great.
I think it's a perfect idea.
Yeah.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Holcomb.
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand.
Yeah.
And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster.
I wouldn't call him a mere man, seeing as there's an entire town terrified of him.
Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant.
Now, it would suck if there are a lot of people out there who go, I trust this child kidnapper, and he appears on the stone. That would suck, because then we can't kill him, but...
Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
And I think it'll go great.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Should definitely have tried to do that beforehand, but hey, whatever works. All right, should be about time to stop for the night. Yeah.
Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet Runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Well, if we didn't, we'd be smelling funky after 4 days of traveling inside the hot box, man.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
All right.
You needn't.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine.
We'd probably form a bond with him right here.
The wilds out there are no very
Or we
big.
will as we're like about to arrive somewhere.
A den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together.
I agree.
If you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
How do you think it's gonna work with like leveling up my trust with people now that we're out of the capital? I didn't even think about that.
Certainly an eccentric.
Am I gonna actually be allowed to walk around? I am. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can visit Academia by finding more. Let's visit the engine room first. Okay.
Yeah?
I've never been on a Gauntlet Runner, so I'm sure people can tell where this is going. Sorry I started later, because now I'm a tired little guy. I lose a lot of my energy around 9:30 apparently. I guess I'm an old man. 9:30 my time. Now that we have saved, hold on, I'm gonna do like the old school JRPG tech, which is like save 6 times just in case. Allegedly, we're almost 20 hours in. It is allegedly like a 60-hour experience. We'll see that for ourselves later, but I'm going to move over here. I'm going to grow myself up. I'm going to unflip this one, transform, flip horizontally. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to put away my little game controller once I open up VTube Studio and press this button. All right, all right. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope it was good second monitor / background noise for you, if that's what you were using it for. And if that's not what you were using it for, you're insane. But thank you so much for just putting me on the first monitor. That is the highest compliment a streamer can receive. And no, thank you guys so much for coming out. Next stream will be Monday something, either Noida, Bazaar, maybe even Isaac. It's been a while and I've got the Isaac itch. I'm hankering for a little bit of Isaac. But I was going to say I'll keep you guys posted. Let's not lie to ourselves, right? When do I ever update very well on what I'm doing next for you guys? And that's probably a little bit of a character flaw, but, you know, we can try and digest that one a little, or dissect that one a little bit later when I don't feel like I'm being put on blast. But thank you guys so much yet again. Roughly 3 hours. That's pretty much what I was hoping for with the stream for Metaphor, was at least around 3 hours. So I'm happy I was able to hit that mark. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to because my tummy hurt. My tummy hurty because I'm an old man. It's actually because I had fast food today, and I think I'm finally getting to the age where I can actually have indigestion, which fucking sucks. And I would really like to go back to just being able to eat McDonald's 7 times a week and go, tummy, you can take the beating. But thank you guys, and I will see you on my next stream. YouTube! Sorry, that's on me. That's all. Hey, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm just waiting for you guys so that the outro completely gets recorded and brought over to you, so it's not a